Are you an indie podcast or content creator looking to reach a wider audience? Look no further. Introducing Podcastic, the ultimate podcast network designed exclusively for indie creators like you. At Podcastic, we believe in the power of unique voices and fresh perspectives. We're here to amplify your passion and creativity, connecting you with a growing community of engaged listeners who crave original content. Podcastic is more than just a platform. It's a support system built for indie podcasters, offering a range of resources to help you succeed. From tailored promotional campaigns to professional production assistance, we're here to help you shine. Our intuitive platform makes it easy for you to be seen and heard. We do all the heavy lifting for you. You just show up and create. Plus, with our advanced analytics, you'll gain valuable insights into your audience's preferences, allowing you to refine your content and grow your fan base. Ignite your passion, expand your reach, and thrive with podcasting. Visit our website at www.podcasticlife.com to get started. Podcastic, the home for indie podcast and content creators.
Oh yeah, into the world of Mocha Aesthetics. Located at 19376 James Cousin, Detroit, Michigan. It's a sanctuary where self-care meets luxury. We provide a safe, comfortable, and relaxing environment where you can unwind while receiving top quality service. From expert Brazilian waxes to meticulous Russian manicures. Call and make your appointment now, 248-910-3537.
The content you're about to hear is a part of a paid programming segment. The views, opinions, and statements expressed belong solely to the sponsor and do not reflect those of Podcastic or its host. This segment is for informational and promotional purposes only and should not be considered as advice or endorsement. Listener discretion is advised.
Rise and grind, wanna show at 9:15 a.m. Monday through Friday, great conversation, guest appearances, 'cause you experience us on the cusp of blowing up. Wake up, wake up. Rise and grind, morning show.
Yo. What's going on, everybody? It's your girl, Lake B everywhere, and it is Tuesday. I am excited. I'm excited that you're here. I'm excited that you watch it. Come on in. Right now, we got 0 people watching. Okay, we got 1 person watching. Is that 1,200? That's the number I like. What's going on? Hey, I'm here with Jay Sharice, and we are here with Mr. Miles Dixon. How you guys doing this Tuesday?
I'm up.
Are y'all up?
I'm okay.
I'm up.
Are y'all up? Talk to me.
I'm okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a wonderful yesterday. I made instead of pepper steak, I made pepper chicken.
Okay, so tell us about that. I mean, I kind of get it. It speaks for itself, but
I filleted my chicken breast thinner than what the the big thick slices. So I made them thinner. Then I seasoned it, and I let the season sit on the chicken in the refrigerator for an hour.
okay.
Then I baked it 385 for 15 minutes. Took it out. I then put it in a pan, cut up 3 different peppers. I had green, yellow, and red. I made those very thin. I threw those in the pot with it, and then my sister had to take over from there.
So that was a chicken stir fry.
No, because then after that, she made me make, I had to use cornstarch and soy sauce and water in a measuring cup, and I had to measure the cornstarch I put in there and the water, and then I mixed it all together, and then I poured that on top of the chicken until it starting to do its mixture thing. I'm gonna call it a mixture thing because I don't know the technical term. Then my sister made me put a spoon in there and lift the spoon up, and she was like, no, no, that's too loose. So then she made me add more cornstarch and water to the measuring cup and mix it again and pour it in there very slow and start mixing it up. And then I saw that it started getting thicker and thicker, and she was like, that's enough. You don't want it gravy.
Right.
You don't do gravy for pepper chicken. She was like, even though it's pepper steak, but it's pepper chicken. She was like, you don't do gravy. I thought it was gravy.
Did you use white or dark meat?
Chicken breast. I don't eat dark meat at all.
I hate chicken breast. I do.
I do not like any dark meat.
It's no way that a chicken breast can be cooked that's good to me.
Oh, you should have. Ooh,
I wouldn't like it.
Then and I learned how to fluff rice yesterday.
Oh, cool beans.
Yeah.
I don't know. I use the 10-minute bag.
I do 10-minute bags.
Oh no.
Now I have made rice and I accomplished it.
Me too.
But
Twice.
I don't need to do it again.
Twice out of
Yeah. So
10-minute rice is okay for me.
I have somebody that I cook for that is a chef, and he is very particular about rice and vegetables, not over steaming them, and it sends me I guess it's anxiety. I have anxiety when I cook for him because he's such a critique. So I be trying to do everything just very perfect. And being that my sister is the chef too, I be having to call her like, okay, how I do this. And so she talked me through it. And when he came in the house, he was like, oh my God, it smells good in here. And then, I be excited. So I'm like, go smell it. Go open the pots. And he was like, I don't have to open the pots. I smell it. I didn't open the pot.
Right.
And he opened the pot and I grabbed the spoon like, stirred it around, not taste it. And he was like, oh yeah, damn, you did your thing on this. But then after he ate, then it was, what you could have really did to really not say, see, that's what I'm talking about. Why can't you just say thank you and just leave it be?
It's a couple of things. Like yes, success rice. Yes, absolutely. In the bag, 10 minutes. It's already fluffy when it comes out the bag.
10 minutes.
I don't like rice. So for one,
10 minutes.
I don't understand. I love people with different palates, and shout out to you guys where you can taste the difference in rice. You can taste the difference.
The texture.
Quick grits and regular grits and old fashioned
Really?
grits.
I challenged them. I challenge. Here's why I say that. Grits got so many different textures.
Right.
And it's always based on how much milk and how much butter you use in your grits. Because anybody know me know I can't cook. I have recently started maturing in my cooking because I live alone now. So everything I cook don't have to be quick.
Right.
So me cooking now, I understand. I can take my time.
Right.
So when my electricity come on, I will be doing lemon spaghetti with spinach topped with salmon. Okay?
Yeah,
Lemon spaghetti.
Oh my
lemon
God.
spaghetti, and it's
What is
it's not
that?
even it's for me. It's a quick recipe.
Yeah, it is a very quick
quick
recipe.
And
I use fettuccine noodles.
Okay, hold on.
And
What
really,
is it?
It
Go
really
ahead.
depends on. You can do one or two things. You
Okay.
can brown your butter and then add your lemon, let it cook. Are you using garlic? No garlic or onions?
I
onions.
use garlic, but I cook the spaghetti with the garlic and with the lemon juice.
Okay, so that's how you boil it,
Yeah,
and
that's
then
how I
strain
boil
it,
it. Then
and then
strain
do
it.
you add it to your sauce as well?
Yes.
So you make it extra lemony.
So you make wait.
the zest,
so
too.
you slice? Are you okay? Wait, I'm confused.
Make
Are you
lemon sweet.
using slices?
You can
or-
use a whole or half lemon to make the lemon juice to boil your lemon in. Boil your spaghetti.
Okay. I'm
And-
not gonna
and then-
lie.
and
When
then
y'all
I-
said lemon spaghetti, I'm thinking that y'all eating the yellow part of the lemon. Okay.
No. So, when he does the lemon zest, he's finally grating the zest of the lemon.
Okay.
So Rhea made a comment, and I want to say
What
good
Rhea
morning,
say?
Rhea. Good morning, Calvin. Good morning, Yamina. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, Aunt, for tuning in. I thank you guys. Thank you, Yusef. Thank you for tuning in. And it's grated. It's not real Parmesan. If it makes a difference.
No, it's cool.
So, Rhea said milk and grits. He threw me off for that too.
I've only did the milk once with the grits.
Yeah, milk
I don't put milk in my grits.
I don't
didn't
put
like
milk
it.
in mine. It depends on the texture that people want the end result to be. Because when it cool off and settle down, it becomes thicker.
Yeah.
It don't come thicker. It don't come thicker with water.
Yeah, it does.
Okay. Depend.
You add your grit based on the grit is what make the thickness.
I get it. I'm talking about. Okay, well,
You use milk, okay.
I can use milk and get a better result than I do.
So and Yamina, just to be clear, I think he is speaking on spaghetti noodles, not spaghetti with red sauce. So it's a difference.
Right, definitely.
Everybody
no
can
red
say
sauce.
that the noodle is called spaghetti,
right.
not the sauce.
Yes, but I literally thought.
And then he said with fettuccine, so it'll really be lemon garlic fettuccine
Yeah.
with topped with
I
salmon.
literally
And that soup
thought
is
like
good.
the zucchini
Late.
spaghetti. I've made that from scratch when I stringed out the zucchini. So that's what I thought you guys were doing to a lemon. I'm like stringing
my
out the
God.
lemon.
You know, we talking recipes. So if anybody want to throw down something that they do,
Yeah.
something common, I've been
Oh,
making.
I do a chicken turkey lasagna. That's the bomb.
Well, let's do it. I'll tell you this though, with zucchini, squash, things like that don't absorb flavor as much as a noodle would.
But I use spaghetti squash.
I want to do the whole spaghetti
squash with turkey meat,
Yeah.
and it's kind of like a lasagna. It's amazing.
This tomato soup is amazing.
Thank you. I made it from scratch.
It smells so good.
One of the crazy parts when you cooking and when you're dealing with squash and different things is dealing with the innards.
Yes.
Like I get so discouraged when I have to clean out anything. Not saying
Really?
like I'll clean my chicken and things like you'll definitely. I do. Come
That's
from
why I hate
clean
buying.
meat,
That's why I hate
but-
buying whole chickens.
Right.
Whole
right.
chickens irritates the hell out of me because you're gonna spend 20 minutes cleaning the chicken.
I've never cooked the whole. I'm not even gonna lie. I've never cooked the whole chicken before.
Okay, so Jay with the news.
I just never have. I've never, because I won't eat anything other than the breast and the wings. So every other part will go to waste for me.
Well, see, I eat the thigh and the legs. So real quick, everybody, we are here. Today's Hot Topics, or today is Hot Topic with Lake. We got a lot of different things to discuss. I only watched part of yesterday's show, so some things may be a repeat if you didn't, or we may talk about it a little differently. But to get ourselves started, we want to get through the depressing part of the podcast, which is the Detroit news. Cause Jesus Christ, I was out of town in Ohio. I did see somebody was shot on the west side over the weekend, so that was new. Like,
in front of Fairland. And the
but
story
we're gonna talk about that a little bit because I got that on
Okay.
the Hot Topics. So with further ado,
here is.
I thought we was gonna do it together. No, let's do it together.
Jay with the news.
Oh my God, I'm gonna keep that one too. I have to go back and find that. Thank you so very much for that great introduction. I like that one. That was great. And here we go, people. As Lake said,
It's Jay with the news. I'm sorry.
Detroit, y'all cutting up out here. Someone is cutting down the Flock license plate reader cameras in Metro Detroit.
You go, boy.
Police are investigating after a Flock license plate reader camera was destroyed in Wayne, Michigan. The pole holding the camera was found on the ground near Michigan Avenue and Wayne Road. Wayne police confirmed to MDN that an unknown suspect or suspects appeared to use a cutting tool to cut the post. Police said they have also learned that another agency reported damage to its Flock cameras as well. The case remains under investigation. Flock cameras are license plate readers used to help police track vehicles connected to crimes, stolen cars, and investigations.
I'm happy you said that because I was going to ask, what's a Flock camera? Now, do they tell us? Apparently, these guys knew where it was. But do we know where they are?
We do know where they are. If you use, I'm not sure of the other GPS apps, but I do know Waves. Waves show them on there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they show them on there, and it's a lot.
They don't show it on Apple Maps.
Oh, they don't? Yeah.
No, they don't.
Oh my God, yeah, it's a lot of them.
Well, first of all, Apple Maps won't get involved. If Apple don't want people in their business, they can't get involved with other people's business, and that's the thing that they live by. So that's why I think Apple is though.
Well, the cameras have
understood.
also been controversial because they collect vehicle location data and raise privacy concerns over how that information is stored and shared. So people, they got poles out here that can see what you're doing now. It's called on the Waves app. It's called the mobile police device. It's what they're called on the Waves app, or it's either police camera, mobile police camera.
Okay.
And
So,
that's
Jay,
why,
and it's crazy.
They have to be. You know why they have to do that, right? Because I created an invention about 13, 14 years ago, and it can be used because you have to be notified when you're being spied on, evidently. So you cannot use Wi-Fi, right?
Okay.
Because you have to be known that you've being watched. That's why if you are going certain places, on the Wi-Fi you see FBI surveillance. You feel me? So on the apps, they have to say that it's a police device that's being detected.
Okay.
That's the only way it can be used in the court of law.
Oh, okay. So it has to tell us.
Yes.
But Apple don't want people in their business, so Apple can't get in other people's business. So
Right.
that's why it's not on Apple.
So
Okay.
I love the fact that you said people you being watched, because we also have cameras on top of the liquor stores, and they're called green dots, and y'all keep shooting each other in front of them.
Dummies.
that and now they have
They don't care about no damn.
they have shot alerts that they are able to tell.
They perfected. They had them for years.
Yeah. Oh, they have had them for years? I didn't know that.
It's like-
I'm just learning about them, that they can tell if a shot was fired in a certain area, and then the police, once they get that alert, the police are then sent to that area to see what's going on.
Yeah.
I'm kind of with nephew. Fuck them cameras.
Well, I put like this. This is the honest to God truth. Yeah, fuck them cameras for truth.
Is
But
somebody
We can't
really
even get
calling through
the
my news?
Yes, they are, because they have something to say about the camera. Hey, caller, what's going on?
they hung up because they heard you.
Okay,
So-
good. Thank you.
Hold on, but like the echo, but with the cameras, with the echo thing, situation with the shots. This is why they're not really done in Chicago and New York, because the way the buildings are built.
Right.
So they can't really tell how the sound travels differently.
I'm like, 'cause Chicago need them.
Well, they need them, but they can't do it because if you shoot this way,
Okay.
sound bounces.
Oh, yeah.
And so they can't. and
Dang, that's
there-
interesting.
There's nothing. I don't know if you could look it up, but I can see why New York and Chicago do not use it. I ain't saying this is why, so don't say my house said. So, but it would make sense why.
Shot spotter. That's what they call
Yeah,
it.
shot
Shot
spotter.
spotter.
Okay,
Thank you for that, Yusuf.
So,
But it would make sense.
yeah,
why they
and I have something to say about that. Recently, one of my Facebook followers, which could be a hot topic or whatever, but the shot spotter advocacy program or whatever has only been 10% accuracy. They just talked about that at the last city council meeting. And there was a lot of people at that meeting asking for those millions and millions and millions of dollars in funds to either go towards real detectives or funding the police department or going into education. Because even though they've had this program, it's not perfected, and they're going to the wrong people's homes.
Right.
And they're violating some people's
Privacy.
because it's only telling you a radius.
Yeah.
But it's not telling you specifically
Exactly.
where. So they're knocking on people's doors, waking people up, and this, that, and the other, threatening people with warrants and search warrants and things like that, because it looks like somebody may be harboring a fugitive or something like that.
Right.
So they're really right now on the docket trying to get rid of it in the city of Detroit.
Well,
'cause
well,
it's been-
Well, you know what else the police got that I just learned of? I apologize, Miles. They also have on their vehicles, they can tell. It's something that's on their vehicles that they can tell if it's a weapon in your vehicle.
That always been.
I ain't never heard of nothing like that.
But they can. I mean, because they can know if your seatbelt is clicked. I mean, state troopers have had it for years. The whole thing, the whole thing, and the whole truth is that they don't know what it is, and by you not knowing what it is, and you could stop somebody, and then it could be a fake gun. Most importantly, secondly, it can be something that's not even a gun. It could be a game console. It could be a Switch, PSP, or whatever. They can detect the metal part, and that don't mean that it's a gun.
That is a gun. Okay, so they got
now-
they got like a metal detector thingy.
Yeah, I mean, because you wonder how state troopers knew you wasn't wearing your seatbelt.
I mean, I've never been pulled over for my seatbelt. I've only been pulled over for state troopers for my tents.
So next, what we got on the news?
Next, Hamtramck parking lot takeover turns chaotic as fireworks are thrown. Hamtramck police are working to identify several people after a 4th of July weekend parking lot takeover led to fireworks being thrown, chaos in the crowd, and small fights. Police said that the crowd included juveniles, teens, and adults. Video from the scene helped officers identify some of the people involved, and officials say more arrests or charges could be coming. Hamtramck police chief said the department is thankful no one was seriously hurt, but the actions put others in fear for their safety.
Caller, hold on. We got a call on there.
Hey, caller, what's going on with ya?
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Always during my news, huh?
Good morning.
Listen, I just wanted to clear up something. I'm gonna get out your way real quick. Couple things. First of all, they re-upped the shots spotter.
Yeah.
Because they're still they're basically the reason why they're not in New York and Chicago is because of the ACLU.
Okay.
Because of the profiling.
Oh, okay.
Two, and it's not really accurate. We re-upped on it for 9 more months.
Yeah.
Because even the city, the police department, they're not really, because they're not sharing data. The people that are collecting the data isn't sharing the data with the actual police. That part.
Yeah, very true.
Two, as far as the state police having a device in their vehicle to detect weapons, no, they do not.
It's not
No,
weapons.
they don't have.
It's not weapons. It was to take the seatbelt was on or not.
No, they don't have that either.
Okay.
What they actually have, what they teach them how to observe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your eyes, your movement, seatbelts. That's why the state police, believe it or not, will only pull over. They'll tell you off the top. They're looking for 2 things: traffickers and illegal trucks. That's it.
Okay.
That's the topic. That's the reason they patrol
for the state. For the state.
Well, the last state trooper that pulled me over, he pulled me over because I made a left at a red light. So he was looking for me.
Here I go.
Right. Well, you made an illegal turn, so.
Right. And I ain't have no traffic kids. He did let me go. Shout out to that guy.
Yeah, but I just wanted to clear that up because I think we have these myths in our head that, they have, well, one thing they actually do have, they do have LiDAR, some officers, and they have to be trained to operate the speeding thing.
Right.
Well, no,
Now,
Dorian, I
will
was
tell
actually
you-
told by a police officer, actual right now Detroit police officer, who actually is going to be coming on the show, that they do have something in their vehicles that they can tell if it's a weapon in your vehicle. Like,
Well, yeah, I mean, they have a metal object detector, but it doesn't really register.
My Dorian,
like
you
it's a
just
firearm.
you're what they say on Talking Ish, you're moving the goalpost.
Hey, Dorian, call
Well,
back
they
with
still have to see. The whole thing about it is, you may have certain things in the car. You have the discretion of the officer.
Absolutely. And the reality of it is certain myths, if it is not true, we want people to believe, right?
Well, yeah, and listen,
I
if
mean,
you listen to
we
the
want
police, they
people.
gonna tell you anything.
We want people to believe that they can spot weapons in your car because people are riding around with weapons to do bodily harm to other human beings. So
Guess
therefore,
what?
maybe we can minimize.
That's actually that part right there is actually legal. You should take that up with the state legislature. There should
There
be
you
no
go.
CPL, should be no open carry, none of this.
You are
This is-
absolutely correct.
I'm telling you, this is the problem. But I'll leave that back. Go back doing your story, John.
All right, then. Thank you, Dorian.
Jerome.
Talk to you in about 25 minutes.
Jerome just said it's called handheld XRF analyzer.
Okay.
Okay.
So what we got next?
One shot by Taylor police at Sheetz gas station. A man wanted out of Ohio in a aggravated robbery case is in critical condition after being shot by Taylor police Monday morning at Sheetz on Eureka Road near I-75. Police said a license plate reader flagged the U-Haul as a wanted vehicle connected to a armed and dangerous occupants. Officers confirmed the hit with Ohio authorities and tried to stop the vehicle around 11:40 a.m. Authorities said the driver tried to get away, backed into a police vehicle, then pulled forward before officers moved in. Police said the driver pointed a pistol at the officers and 4 Taylor officers fired shots, hitting him multiple times.
That was stupid.
A female passenger was not hurt and was taken to the Taylor Police Department for questioning. A window at Sheetz was damaged.
Y'all listen.
What the?
Police officers have
A man died, but they want to let us know that the window at Sheetz was damaged.
I mean, listen.
Well, the thing is,
Police officers have license to shoot
And
Right.
kill.
and kill. When they shoot to kill,
right.
to maim, deceased, whatever. What made your dumb ass want to shoot?
Because he wanted to die.
He wanted to die.
Evidently.
That I mean, in
Couldn't be
every
nothing
series
else.
that I watched, I just finished Nemesis. You know
Did
what
you?
I mean?
Did you? You like it?
Don't tell
I
me because
did.
I'm about to start it.
But what I realized, it only took 2 days. Like,
Okay.
but in every series, when a person wants to die, what do they do?
Put the gun to their head first.
Well, they shoot at the police.
Or they put
you're
point
right.
the gun at the police.
I mean, like in any movie
I'm not
that
going
Correct.
back
you
to
see,
jail. I told y'all.
I'm not going back in. Tell my mama I love her. Tell my kids that daddy tried.
So-
That's when you know they about to die.
I mean, I do want to ask you a question because you said they are licensed to be assholes. I just want to ask you, before the situation happened with your son personally, did you feel the exact same way? The only reason why I asked her that because I got 2 friends, right? Mm-hmm. 2 friends both had situations with the police. One didn't turn out well at all. His son died, and one his daughter was shot. Another one, his daughter was shot and maimed. She's in a wheelchair, right? Mm-hmm. One hate the police. The one that lost his son, he does not hate the police, right? Mm-hmm. The one who maimed his daughter is. Mm-hmm. The reason why, because the responsibility is now on him. And that ain't the only reason. Of course, they hurt his child. Mm-hmm. However, I asked. We was on the phone. We was on the prayer call Friday morning, and he was like, "Doc, you got to make me understand." I said, "I can't make you understand because I never had my child hurt, you know, especially by a police officer." And he said, "These are the reasons why we start shooting at the police." I said, "The difference is y'all shooting at them, and y'all not making that's not making the point. Y'all just giving them more ammunition to want to shoot and kill back." I said, "But you know, everybody's situation was different. The son, he was doing some things he shouldn't do.
Absolutely.
But the father understood he was doing things he should not have done. Mm-hmm. The young lady who was shot, she was shot 5 times hit. So
what
By the
was
police.
she was shot 5 times
Yes.
mistakenly, or
no,
she
she was with somebody
that was doing something wrong.
Is doing something wrong.
It's a catch-22,
Definitely.
and like you said, I think a lot of it has to do with what you have to live with afterwards.
Yeah.
But the one
Thank you,
thing we
Yamina.
need to know as parents, like, it always doesn't work out well, and it's so fearful being a mother of a young black boy.
Definitely.
You know, especially when they're between the ages of 13 and 23, when they just walking around and they think it's okay just to be, which they have that right.
They have that right.
They have that right, but
Quit
like,
listening to Israelites, y'all.
You
Go
know,
ahead.
but I also tell I have to tell my son, you walk into a store, you have your dreadlocks over your face, you have a sweatshirt on, it's 95 degrees. You know what I mean? I keep my eye on that guy. Because I live at 6 Mile and 75. When that guy is my child, we have that conversation, but I don't want to push him not to be him. So it's a catch-22.
It's a balance, and it's ooh.
And I want to say shout out to Alex and shout out to Damon. Thank you both for tuning in. I appreciate you guys so much. Nephew from Detroit said the police shot him for being a dummy. So I can understand that.
I can understand that. Nephew, you're ran by a bum, and you are a dummy.
Right. So what else we got on the news?
2 children ages 8 and 12 dead after being found in a garage with a generator in Wayne County.
That's happened twice this week.
Yeah.
The 2 children died over the weekend after they were found not breathing inside a garage where a portable gas-powered generator was running, according to officials. Supper Township Police and fire. First of all, where's Supper? Supper Township Police and fire
Wayne
crews were called to a home on Executive Drive around 10:20 a.m. on July 4th. Officials said the generator was being used during a power outage after Friday's storm. The children ages 8 and 12 were found inside the garage. First responders tried to revive them, but both the children were already deceased. Officials say this tragedy is a reminder of the dangers of carbon monoxide. Generators should never be used inside of a home. Again, generators
They said it was-
should never be used inside of a home.
Right.
It's a garage. It should never be used inside of a closed
space.
Yeah, closed space.
Garage, basement, shed, or any
Generators
enclosed
should
space.
not-
How about this? Most of-
Generators are only for outdoors.
Yeah, and most importantly, because I've been hearing the neighbor next. We can talk about that.
Okay.
Here's the thing. I'll be honest with you. Their children wasn't educated. That's one. They didn't educate their children. 2, they probably had their children go pour the gas in the generator and start it, which would alerted the children to say it was safe, or they thought it was to be safe, and so they felt comfort in that. But they should have found comfort in educating their children.
Well, we also had another story, and I'm gonna have the caller hold on for a second. Detroit also lost a young man, age 16, whose parents was out of the country, and they left him alone because they felt like he was old enough to stay home by himself. But then we had the storm, and he too brought the generator in. And he passed away on Friday as well, at 16. So I don't think we sometimes have enough of these incidents that sometimes we forget and we skip the small things that, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
He
but
may have known how to
Absolutely.
work it and this, that, and the other, and it may have only been outside.
Yeah,
but then he thought if he brought it inside.
it probably worked better.
Right.
And another thing is people that we have to
Caller,
really-
1 second. We apologize.
Yeah, we apologize. By him being 16, they still should, again, you run emergency drills with your children,
Absolutely.
especially when they move into new environments. Because just because something is new, they think that it's already you on straight. I've taught my daughter, no matter what home I moved into, this is the way to go to the police station. When you want to go to the main road, you go that way because it's important. So, call you on air.
This.
You know I'm on the air.
Okay, well,
Jason Dixon. I know your voice.
Mr. Dixon only got three more sentences. They should only be operated outdoors,
Shut your ass
far
up.
away from doors and windows and
25
vents.
feet.
According to authorities, residents also urged to make sure their homes have working carbon monoxide detectors, and also all parents should always have an evacuation plan in place and run the drills with your children. I'm glad that my people here on the network already knew the rest of the story, and that was Jay with the news. What up, Mr. Dixon?
Hey, listen. It's a beautiful world, but y'all miss me. I came up to visit y'all. Y'all wasn't there on one day, Friday.
I don't even know who you are.
Oh yeah, we were on
Jason
vacation.
Dixon. That's my cousin.
I don't know who he is.
Okay. he walking around looking like
okay.
Frederick Douglass,
Okay,
It's all right.
cool.
the modern
Hey,
version.
listen, dig this here, baby. I know who you are. I know who you are.
Oh, okay.
So I was coming to see you when you wasn't there.
I'm
You know what
here
I'm saying?
every
And
Tuesday.
how did you want to know her?
Stop it. Mr. Dixon, what you call for?
Oh,
Hey, she talked to me too much before I get the door. We be having that check in cash, and we go get us some good food and stuff. You know what I mean?
Did he say check in cash?
okay. So what
Yes,
day?
right.
What
But
day you
anyway.
going? What day you taking her out?
So listen to this.
She
So
don't need to be
first of
taken
all,
out.
with the death, with the carbon monoxide,
Yes.
that really is our fault. Because when we know we have anomalies coming in our community, we have to give instruction to these folks.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Because our school system is not, the way that it used to be. Whether it's our fault not going to the school board meetings about what we're educating our kids because we don't have time because we're tied to the checks, or we just don't have the wherewithal to say what should be happening in our community.
Right.
So it's a lot that goes with that. So we can't. We have to take responsibility when these things happen. Now, since this did happen, and we know we're gonna have more power outages, this is not the only power outages we're gonna have
Right.
for the rest of our life. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do about it? 'Cause
Well,
they talking about that we're gonna have a power outage, a real one, for 30 days.
Well, I'll tell you one thing that my
What?
family
Wait,
has
what?
always been big on is that we use power outage as time to relax, be outdoors, and get away from the devices. That's something that I've done since my grandmother was here, and I do that. I practice that with my son as well. I think one of the biggest issues is that people are running to their generators for their wants and not their needs.
Yeah.
You know, so the kids are trying to power up TVs and
Cell
you know,
phone.
But we don't know that. We don't know that.
know.
We trying to pop a refrigerator because I got food. I got food in my refrigerator because I was around in 2020 when the power went out.
right.
And I had to use my truck to power my refrigerator, and then we fed our block, and the block came together. So
Well, I would say this, but Jason, here's the truth, and I'm glad you said that.
That's true,
Lane.
Dorian.
The thing is, there are generators for your house that you can use that don't involve gas.
Absolutely.
That's one.
Well, I just bought a solar power generator
Yeah.
because it's only necessary for my refrigerator
Refrigerator, right.
or whatever to be powered.
And it's crazy. They
You know.
just released a generator just for refrigerators the past 2 weeks, and it can keep your refrigerator powered for up to 10 days.
Okay.
So that's dope. But there's nothing
There we
wrong.
go.
There's nothing wrong neither with getting your ass a big ass cooler and get you some ice and put your food inside of it.
Absolutely.
all Mr. Dixon says he like to see options.
Definitely gonna see options
That's what he's saying. He wants to see options.
Because I'm definitely waiting for the motherfucker to come up with a USB fan. Because that's gonna be the thing.
They already have one.
I never seen it.
It's on Amazon.
I went
So,
to,
so here's the thing, though. I'm gonna say this: we just have to change our behavior and start
Exactly.
talking about more about protecting our community and protecting ourselves.
Absolutely. I mean, my mom, we have a big old, what do they call those? Deep freezers
Yes.
downstairs, but she has two. One is always empty, just in case the power goes out.
That's for the bodies. When somebody messes with your girl, she got a place to put the
Thank
bodies
you.
in.
She put her
is this
refrigerated
guy?
food in there with ice in the empty one.
Yeah.
So she always said she's never bought a generator. She never wanted one. And it wasn't because she was scared that her children would do something with it. We knew that if it stays outside and she said don't touch it, that's what she meant. Don't touch it.
I'm
But it
so
was because
grateful.
she didn't want it.
I'm so impressed by people who have this much food.
You should- hey, look,
See,
you're supposed to have
My
food.
mama got
You're
2
supposed to prepare.
refrigerators and 2 deep freezers.
Listen, I'm a single male, right? And I live in a 1-bedroom apartment. But I'm so pissed. Oh, I need to come in the camera.
There you go.
I'm so pissed that I have lost 4 things of lamb ribs, right? 2 big old is like
Damn.
8 pounds of kofta gone, right? And all
Man, you could have called me. See what I mean? We ain't family.
That's
Come
what I'm
on.
talking-
You know
Jason.
what?
I mean,
Go
I
ahead
went
on
off
this
and got some
phone.
leg ribs.
Jason, I was out of time. I was out of
I know
time.
you was out of time. I know where you was at. You was in Cincinnati, Cleveland, someplace.
No, I was in
Atlanta.
I was in Atlanta at the podcast summit.
Yeah.
How we know
somewhere
that,
she
Jason?
told
You
me.
don't know
Wait a
that. You
minute.
family. How we
I
know
was
where
in
he was?
Ohio, stalker.
That was late. You a stalker. I wasn't with Lake, okay? But no, seriously,
yeah.
I had a lot. It's not bad, but I had my pre-cut potato fries and all that stuff that I could just drop into the air fryer. All that shit gone out. I didn't even open the refrigerator yet to throw it away yet because I just want to keep that smell in there to where I could just instantly start cleaning this up.
So
Nephew
real
said
quick-
he got a
So let me-
hamster.
let me leave y'all with one more thing.
I was gonna say, you got one more thing to say?
Yeah, just one more because I knew you was about to cut me off. I felt it. I felt you was about to hang up and say, "All right, caller." So here's my last
It's a
thing.
thing.
Here's my last thing. I would like us to make the campaign against DTE not about lowering the rate, not about the rate hike, but make sure we employ equitable amount of people in the city of Detroit to take care of these storms.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
There
That's
you
where we
go.
got to come from. So we got to change the way we think and the way we argue. We're arguing as poor people. We have to argue as intelligent people to solve problems. That's how we need to start arguing. Not
Yeah.
that I'm the low and poor people and this, that, and the third.
No, but
We're poor because we operate out of poor mentality.
there you go.
Understand it.
Very
Understand.
true. Hey, Jason, lead it.
Yes, sir.
You lead the march, and I'm right to follow.
All the time. Come to the meetings. How about that?
Well,
When is
first,
the meeting?
when is
What
it?
meeting?
He sent me meetings is like once a.
Who?
Oh, I'm sorry,
What's
Jason.
the group?
Jason.
I'm the economic director for the Wayne County Black Caucus.
Okay.
And when are the
So that
meetings,
means
Jason?
when they have a budget, they're getting ready to have a $2.4 billion budget for Wayne County. We need to be at the table for that. We need to be in the stand to say how they spend this budget money.
Well, you need to
Do
send
you
us the
have my
information
phone
so we
number
can be
or,
there. Yeah.
my DM.
He got my phone number. You get it from him. Call me, baby. Anytime I like to talk about this kind of stuff.
Hey, look. Hey, look.
She gonna call you now.
This is-
Just make sure you
going
pick up the
on
phone when she calls.
This is his horny meter. You want to talk
Okay,
politics,
I-
but you want to talk money, baby.
Talk.
We
Goodbye.
talking about changing the community, baby.
Change it, baby.
Listen,
all right,
all
then,
right.
Jay.
Damn sure can't make it bigger.
He already.
I don't even know who this guy is.
Listen, Jason Dixon.
Lake,
He don't-
Lake
he-
can no longer populate.
Jason is a real dope individual.
she is not into populating right now.
He's a brilliant man. He's probably one of the most brilliant, active men that I know that's in the community that wants change. And not change for begging, but to change things to continuously happen.
And he got a thing for big girls, huh?
I don't
So-
know. He's seen
Yes,
that
he
lizard.
does.
No,
Anyway.
he don't know me.
Oh,
Stop it.
he can tell from right
Lake,
now.
clearly,
So,
he's been looking to
No,
know you.
I don't think so. I think this is for television, everybody, and we are on air. So that was Jay with the news.
That was Jay with the
That
news,
is
baby.
great. See, I talk a lot of stuff, but then I started.
Metro Detroit.
start
News.
blushing and shit. She like, oh my,
Okay.
my
If
loins.
y'all see, she has taken off her glasses.
Sweating and shit.
She's like,
Stop it.
But hey, Jason, she make the best tomato soup in the world. I just tasted the tomato soup.
That's my second version.
I want you to.
Oh, yeah, that's a
I'm gonna
cooker
tell you.
right
I'm
there.
gonna tell you a suggestion. Just a suggestion.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, if you teach me this, I would do it myself. I would just add corn.
My mother said the same thing.
Corn. Oh my
But
god.
I told her I had some. She wanted corn.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of corn.
I
I
ain't
do
either.
have some baby carrots at the house. I started to add them as well.
Maybe
But
carrots or
it's
shredded carrots.
it's I went to Forgotten Harvest.
Oh yeah.
And they literally gave
Yeah,
me
big ass bag of tomatoes.
15 bags of tomatoes with
Damn.
8 tomatoes in them each.
Damn.
So I didn't want to waste food. And I'm
Right.
like, we talk about eating from scratch and
Yeah.
dieting and things like that. So I told ChatGPT, I said, I have real garlic, a bunch of tomatoes, some spinach in here, and some seasoning. What can I do?
Throw that shit in the blender.
One of it was a blending.
Right.
But it gave me 5 different recipes, and it was like, hey, do
Really?
you have potatoes? Hey, do you have this thing? You could change this. Do you have chicken? You could do this.
You make a
but then
quiche.
I'm like, man, it did have one where like it's a Japanese style. It wasn't quiche with like a hot pot
Right.
where you throw the egg in there and boil it and let it boil in the soup like a hot pot, and then you can dip your vegetables and stuff in,
Wow.
and it'll be a dipping broth. But when I started thinking with the different recipes and stuff, that one was something that I made with white wine and Parmesan because I wanted to try something different. And I happen to have an open bottle of wine that I wasn't drinking, and I'm like, let me throw this half a bottle up in there because that's what I do. So because I like wine. So we talking about hot topics. I got several of the docket.
All right, let's go.
We're not going to spend too much time on any of them, but
Okay.
we're going to talk today.
All right, let's go.
And audience, come in, chime in, or whatever. So I know you guys talked a little bit about the Usher and Chris Brown concert here in Detroit.
We
right?
did.
Yeah.
First and foremost, I had a ball.
Did you? What day you go?
I went on Thursday. I went the very first night.
Oh, you had a motherfucking ball.
Or MF ball. So one of the things that
Everybody say Thursday night was.
I had a good time. One of the things that it always saddens me, and people don't realize this, I'm often in the world alone. When Lake be everywhere, Lake be usually by herself. So I was able, just on a whim, karma is the word of the day. Also remember that with the stories that we have.
Okay.
Karma is the word of the day and the week. Sitting at McShane's, having a drink with my brother, the lady hears me say I'm going to the concert, and she tells me.
What is McShane's?
McShane's is the Irish restaurant on the corner of Trumbull and Michigan, right across from the old Tiger Stadium.
Oh yeah, it's called McShane's now?
It's called McShane. It used to be something
Something
else.
else.
Something else, yeah.
But same spot, been there for years. And it opened from 7 a.m. to 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Just like Honest John's. Y'all know I like the hole in the walls. That's
Can they
Oh, I
serve-
love
they can't
Honest
serve-
John's.
They can serve liquor
You start
inside?
serving liquor at 7 a.m. That's why I go to Honest John's
That's why I was went to
so
Honest John's.
early. They used
Yeah.
to do 40s, and that used to be my thing in my 20s, a 40 at 7.
Honest John's is the man. I love Honest
They put
John's.
me in the cash corridor. That's a whole different story. I was 25. So how do you get through all them bums without a 40 of beer?
Okay.
Anywho, McShane's was running $5 round trip shuttles. And for a single woman by herself, it was one of the safest decisions that I could make and most affordable. Because when I got to the bar, people were there at the bar. When I got on the shuttle, I wasn't alone, and we all walked to the stadium together. Until we got in line. So it never made it seem like I was alone.
Right, gotcha.
That's
You
good.
know, and
Like
it was
that.
$5 round trip, $2.50 each way.
Wow.
Plus tip. So when you get a deal like that, make sure to tip. Don't be that asshole.
Don't be that.
Right.
And then my parking on the street was like $4 for the duration of the concert. I got there around
Oh, yeah, you did
6:30.
good.
And then
Yeah.
at 10 o'clock,
You
they
parked
st-
near Shane's?
I parked across the street from McShane's.
Yeah.
And then walked over to the bar, had a drink. The shuttle ran every 15 minutes, so you didn't have to worry about like
Oh, yeah, you did
rushing.
real good.
Yeah.
And then
$9.
by the time I got back, their kitchen was still open. It was open for the next 15 minutes, so I was able to put some food on my stomach.
Oh,
Hit the lodge, boom, missed traffic.
At home.
I love it.
So just keep that in mind. I don't know why I'm not taking either, Dorian. So a couple of things with the concert. Now, something that happened to me that is lovely, and I want to ask you guys and anybody as a hot topic. So I'm there alone, and this gentleman, very nice looking guy, come walk next to me, you know, and we get to talking back and forth, and he's like, you know, he just go to concerts alone because he's 58, and it doesn't matter if it's Chris Brown or whomever, he can afford the ticket, he gonna be on the floor, he got 5 nieces in the building,
Right.
and he just want to be there, so if they need drinks or whatever.
Well, hell.
Okay.
So during our conversation, we get conversing about being a podcaster.
About podcasting?
He,
Hopefully.
yes,
Go ahead.
absolutely. he said he's been in a few Tubi movies and this and the other. But what this gentleman did for me was he said, "Let's find a bar." I used to work at Ford Field for 7 years, so it's a bar there that no one ever goes to during concert, which is
Really?
called the Corner Lounge. And I was like, I could show you a hidden jewel. He said, if you could show me a place where we don't have to wait in line in the stadium, I'll buy your drinks.
Oh,
So I took him up to the Corner Lounge. Once somebody who used to work with me came right up to the table, took our order, and he like, you have to be shitting me. Because he was like, he was going to the pit. I was
yeah.
going up to 2. So we were somewhere in between. We sat there and we talked. We had a great conversation amongst adults for about 35, 40 minutes. He went his way and I went mine.
That's dope.
Okay.
And it was one of the most amazing. We exchanged socials because we're kind of in the
Y'all about to
same
say y'all about to
industry.
connect again, yeah.
But he never hit on me. He never was inappropriate. And my brother said, like, sometimes men just want to
Be a man.
be a man, buy a lady a drink, and just be in the presence of a lady and go on about their business.
Yes.
So
I said
I want to say, do you guys have any situations that has happened to you where somebody just wanted to be in your presence?
Yes.
yes.
Tell us about it.
You go first.
My private life is private, but this one I would say, I would say this during my trip. Someone told me that, like, I just wanted to be in presence. Your energy was different from other people. They seen me up at 7 o'clock in the morning, every morning, when everybody was asleep or playing around or getting drunk. You know, late nights getting drunk, and how I carried myself. She said everybody seemed like they was intrigued by your conversation when you was around. I just want to know what was going on with you. And I was like, that's dope. Shout out to you, doctor. And we come to find out she's a doctor. And it's just certain things that I realized that stands true and holds true to me all the time. When you are who you are what you attract. You know what I mean? My intellect show in every room. I can be silly, I can be funny, I can laugh, I can play, I can be raunchy, I can do all those things. But most importantly, I'm me. So when a woman cannot have a decent conversation with me, 9 times out of 10, it's not because of me. It's because of what they invited in, what they open the door for. And most men don't get to be themselves intellectually with a woman in public.
Okay.
Like he said, he challenged. One thing he did with her, he challenged her. If you can show me, because that's saying that nobody has been able to show him any different.
Right.
Right.
And I had this conversation with somebody before. People always tell you how they are. Like, I meet more people who tell me how they are than show me how they are. Because once they start showing me who they are, it's totally different than what they said. And this person debated that. And I'm like, I meet a lot of people, but I'm an action person. You know, I'm going to show you, like, if I say I can take you somewhere that's X, Y, and Z, and I told them, if I'm wrong and we get up here and it's packed,
but don't get me
I'm
wrong.
buying the drink.
Hold on, but don't get me wrong. You worked in Fort Field before.
I said that, 7 years.
Wait a minute. But so, the thing, again, I tell people, don't judge me on what you know about me for the past couple of years. I could bring people here know me for 30. And whatever you think about me would debunk everything, because your experience for the year and a half they be like, for 20 years he been like this. You feel me? I'm talking about through the highs and lows, and even at my lowest, you would never know unless I told you. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because it's not a perception that I leave. I just understand how I need to live. Like from now on, I will keep me a big thing of cooler to where I could dump ice into it, because I don't want to waste the money that I'm wasting. By the way, Shandy just told me DTE is giving you a $42 voucher for food.
Yeah, they do it every time the power goes out. If it's out for 48 hours or more, you get a voucher.
That's the benefit of living in Beirut. We don't get those problems.
But in Beirut, everything been bombed in Beirut.
Everything stay on. So what's you got
my
a story?
experience? Yeah, my experience. I was frequenting this bar. The bar that I love, it's Shields. That's on Telegraph. I love this bar because I was safe there. My brother dwells in there. His boys dwell in there. They knew who I was. And no matter if my brother was there or not, I was going to be safe, right? But this one older cat, I saw a couple of times come in, and he just came up to me one day. I was in there on a Wednesday. I didn't want to see the regular crowd. I didn't want the male attention that I normally get when I go in there. I just wanted to go in there for a quick drink, couple of bites, get the hell on. And this one older gentleman that I've seen in there quite a few times, he just walked up to me. He was like, "Oh, you're here on a Wednesday," and I said, "Okay." And you are? And he was like, "I'm somebody who's just been watching you." And I said, "Listen, dog, I ain't got time for no motherfucking stalker. I'm just let you know." And he was like, "Wow." He was like, "Just out like that?" I said, "No, for real. Like that." And he was like, "Well, no, it's just your energy." He said, "Every time you come in here, I don't see anything but a flock of men around you. And no matter how much attention they're giving you, you really just give the appearance like, okay, thank you. Going on somewhere." And I said, "Well, I get attention no matter where I go. It doesn't matter. Man, woman, I get attention." And he was like, "I can see that your energy is beautiful." And I just wanted to sit and kick it with you. And I said, "Oh, okay." And we sat and kicked it, and we talked about his ex-girlfriend and the woman he wanted to marry. And we just talked, and he said, "I have never had a conversation with a woman like this that I wasn't trying to get involved with." So
get on with it, right?
He said the mere fact that I was actually vulnerable with you and told you some stuff I really don't talk to anybody about, it's crazy. He was like, "Your energy is just beautiful." And I was like, all right.
You know what? I'll tell you one thing that I walked away. It's two things. Yeah, I mean, I didn't get his number because he mentioned he was a trainer, and I don't need that kind of energy in my life. I was just roasting the pig over the weekend. I ain't nobody got time for that. Like,
and I saw
hold
it.
on,
I'm like,
you roast the pig?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I was with family who roasted the pig.
And man,
but they taught me, and I learned, and I was
sticking in the ass and have it come out of his mouth.
It was turning.
But I will say that one of the best things in the world is for somebody to appreciate you.
Yeah,
and period. So moving on to the next hot topic. You know, speaking of the Usher and Chris
Good morning,
Brown
Richard.
concert, there's a couple going viral in Detroit for arguing. Have you seen these two?
No.
So, and the crazy part is, like, during the time they're arguing, This Is a Man's World is playing in the background. And this little girl is all in his ear. Yep, 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 yep. And you can hear him say, well, why the fuck you here with me there? I bought you these MFing tickets and this, that, and the other, and blah, 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 and we go on. But when you read the comments, and I've seen this on 5 or 6 different people pages, which is crazy. Detroit, we are small. Now you guys are viral for acting out in public. And then people
Acting
are
like an ass.
they were still arguing.
They got a podcast coming soon. Go ahead.
Okay,
Right.
they should.
Arguments.
At least come on the show and tell us what the hell was y'all arguing about.
Right.
And we can just do it via video link. We don't need y'all here.
Right.
No.
Right, because it makes. But I kind of want to know. Are you two the type of people that know when to back off when you're heated, or do?
Evidently not.
I'm talking about you too.
Oh.
It just
Not them two. 'Cause
it
they
really
said they
depends.
was arguing 3.5 hours later when the concert was over, walking out the stadium.
It really depends on what we're arguing. It really depends. It depends on what we're arguing
Give me
about.
an example,
It
right.
depends on where we are in our relationship. I had a guy who I saw smack this girl on the ass. Right now,
He with
I didn't.
you?
Yes, we were together, and I didn't have a problem with him smacking her on the ass. I had if we were somewhere else, but because of where
Y'all was
we
in
were,
church. Go ahead.
no, we were where my family was
Frequent.
in the area,
Gotcha.
and that's not like. It's sides of me that my family doesn't know about because certain things I just don't
wait a
display
minute.
in front of my
So you
family.
saying that you guys were together and he smacked you on the behind?
No, he smacked
That's
another girl on
woman-
the ass
Another woman on the ass.
in front of you.
in front of me, but in front of
She wouldn't
family.
have mind if the family wasn't there. So here's the thing, and I'll be very honest with you. I wouldn't give a fuck what your family thought.
Oh, okay.
If you didn't mind. Only because
I did.
Okay. Oh, you said you did.
I said I mind because my family was there.
Yeah, I would. See, why would you care if your family?
Because I just said there are certain parts of me that's not for my family.
Yeah, well, you should have took him around with your family.
He should have had the respect to know that my family was there and to not do that because he doesn't see me having these type of conversations
So you should.
around my family.
So you believe in code switching?
I believe that there's a time and a place. I believe that there's a time and a place for everything. That's what I believe.
No, but-
there's a time and there's a place.
I agree with you, but here's the story. You cannot expect.
Now you about to see me and him argue.
No.
Because it's my goddamn story that I ain't even finished telling.
Oh no! Wait a minute.
But now he want to interject
The thing is-
on my story on some
I would never let
20-year past shit.
I would never. You brought up the 20-year-old past.
Because she asked me a
I would
question.
never not let you be who you are.
Okay, that's
That's
beautiful.
one. That's one.
That's beautiful.
And no matter where I'm at.
Hence, I wasn't fucking you 20 years ago. Okay,
Okay.
so as I was saying,
Okay, well, good point. Good, great point.
so I had an attitude about it. And for me, it was just a quick look like, dude, like, what are you doing? But he wanted to take it up a notch. He also like some shit that he just said. Oh, so you want to be faking shit in front of your face? Oh, so now, see, I tried to do it the cute way. I tried to just give you a look like, dude, what are you doing? But now you want to voice stuff out in front of my family? Now I'm about to chew your ear off, cut your throat, and slice your tongue off in front of my family.
Now,
That's not cool.
to both of y'all points, I would say that this couple was late 20s, early 30s, and I think we learn over time.
Yes.
Like, I
Yes.
definitely got into a fist fight in the middle of the casino floor and took that all the way up to the room and fought in the elevator and in the room. And I'm not always proud of my behavior at the time, but if I ask
That's how you got that scar up under your eye.
No, that's when I got maced in the eye. That was a whole nother fight.
And she's told us about the Mason, okay?
Oh my God.
But like, if I ask you for $5 and you at the table and you tell me no, I'm gonna smack the shit out of you. I mean, but that was then.
I understand. we've matured. Because I can
Now,
say
if I ask
now
you-
I
if
wouldn't
say-
act like
if
that.
I ask you for $5, then we both need to leave the casino.
Exactly. Now, if you ask for $5, period, you shouldn't
If
ask.
I'm asking it,
Listen.
unless I ain't got change for
You never
20
ask. You never ask no gambler for money while they at the table.
Well,
It's things that we did not
I
know
knew what we
that
were,
we know
I
better
felt
now.
Like my he was losing anyway. You might as
Okay.
well lose to me. But anywho, so
Did y'all have sex afterwards?
We did.
I was about to say, was it amazing?
After I almost crashed the car on
Yeah.
the freeway, doing 130 in my Stratus. They used to call me Stratus back in the day. They used to call me Chaotic too. That was my bike name.
They used to call me K, but now they call me Chaotic.
They just dropped the K. It used
Now,
to be.
I will say now, like because I am living my truth now. Now, if that happens, my family know not to say,
Right,
you know,
and-
what I'm saying
and-
it to me.
And it's a catch-22 because I did. I come from a well put together family.
Okay.
So all of us kept what we did away from our elders. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like. You just supposed to know how to act. And
Right.
I've had
and the truth is-
ex-boyfriends who would come around and they drank too much. Like, why you over drinking and we at my parents' house?
Thank you.
And another thing, what you thought you was holding back from your elders, you wasn't, because they know how they live. And that's one of the problems I have with people who's younger.
No, my elders was very,
wait
they
a
still
minute.
very shocked.
No, they probably shocked at the behavior that you put on publicly, but they're not shocked at who you are because it's in them, because you are them.
Right.
And what I've learned was, this is what get me irked about younger people now. Y'all used to do it. We know what we used to do. That's why we saying it's not good or healthy, because you're going to project and bring upon what is of us right now.
Right.
So that's what we trying to push back.
And know what
I don't think any of my elders
know
was
what-
watching women asses other than men.
You crazy. Don't think when women admire women.
Wait, it's just like face.
Next topic.
Go ahead.
So the word of the week is
Help.
Karma.
Karma. I'm sorry.
Jesus.
I had you like.
So you guys know that there were MAGA events in Washington D.C.
Yeah.
No.
all this week.
yeah.
Okay, so one of the things
Over 4th of July makes sense.
Yeah, we're not gonna give too much energy to one aspect, which was the march on Washington with the white supremacists.
Oh, I didn't see it.
So we had white supremacists in Washington with their faces covered, and apparently some of these characters were behind the president when he gave his speech. So take that in.
Okay.
Hundreds of white men covered. They didn't have on white sheets, but they had on white masks, right? So after the event, it was a storm. This storm was so massive that it shut down the event. Guess where they
I
had?
shouldn't smile so
Guess
hard.
where they had the shelter in place?
At the Obama Center. No, I'm just
The
joking.
African American Museum
Wow. That is hilarious.
in Washington.
Fucking hilarious.
Okay.
Are you for real?
I promise
Yeah.
you.
Because, well, one thing for sure, and one thing for sure, and two things for fucking certain, that museum is strongly built. I mean, strongly built. I seen it from the conception, is it? The conception to when they was building it. Actually, I was
From the ground up.
I couldn't wait to get there, but you know what I mean. I couldn't go the week that it opened. But I damn sure snuck my ass out to DC real quick and came right back.
All right.
But I didn't get to tour it. I just walked around the building. Because Minister Farrakhan said something years ago.
I know, right?
It's
Yeah,
gonna be
Mina.
it's gonna be something built in this city right now. I mean, it's gonna be something built in the city where y'all gonna look at like it's gonna be the strongest structure ever built here. And then there's gonna be a day you're gonna be able to walk around. They're gonna talk about the reason why they can't even go in these buildings for historically to watch them, and they only can go in the basements and look at the history because they can't go upstairs because the floors is weak and all the structure. And then when it opened, I said, that's the fucking building he was talking about. And he spoke of that building 20 years before it happened.
Well, what do y'all think about if y'all would? It was other parts of this video that was hilarious. Tents was flying everywhere. One guy tried to parachute in. The wind took him and ran him right into
Hilarious.
all the vendors and shit. He took them all out.
Listen,
He had
the
his little
videos was
patriotic-
crazy. This was crazy.
So, I mean, I'm with you. Look at God. You know what I mean? Look at God when you try to produce hate, because we are, somebody said it yesterday, in the end of the day.
I need to see the video. Send it to
Oh
me,
my
please.
God.
I'm going to send it to you.
Okay.
I'm going to send it to you.
But, and the thing is, it was black people going through, y'all better not touch nothing. Don't look at nothing. Don't touch nothing.
What is at the museum?
Listen, that goes with the, I forgot the nut that said it. The nut who had the nerve to say this. What has any black woman ever done, ever created that helped America? And when I heard that, I said, what? And he said, other than being raped by what was the president who was having babies by
All of them.
Right, Thomas Jefferson.
Thomas Jefferson.
Well, in George Washington, he had never had a child by his wife because the wife couldn't have
Okay, I
children.
think it was Thomas Jefferson. He said other than being raped by Thomas Jefferson. When I tell y'all, when I heard that, I was so pissed off. I'm like, how?
But the question is,
Google don't work where you are, dummy. Like, what you mean?
No, I think you missed what he said. And that's what he challenged. This is where the challenge always come in at.
Okay, go ahead.
Could you name one?
Right.
Yeah, I could.
No, I'm asking. Could you?
Yeah.
So do so now.
The lady who goddamn
Her name.
see the name was
So this is where they get us at in conversation every time.
I'm 100%.
Yeah.
and I got their names right there in my head. And I cannot.
Don't
say
worry
that.
about it. I was just
I
giving you the
but
example.
I mean, if I would have to,
Because it's
for
the
what
lady
I
who
was
made the
thinking about-
GPS, the one who did the.
we get that part, but you can't
But
name it.
name a black woman.
Right.
Name a black woman, and when you said that, I was hoping I wasn't next. Because
And-
I'm
and
thinking
it's
about
crazy 'cause
somebody, the straight.
I know the name.
Like America was happy when we could take the kink out our hair. We wasn't, but
Right.
If I had to debate, and this may not be the
Good morning.
best answer.
Do that one more time. But go ahead. God, whoa!
I mean, there's two things that I would have said that two African American women will be Oprah Winfrey and Michelle Obama, who changed America. Oprah Winfrey in terms of media, because when it came to talk show at the time, it was bland. They were participating with studio audience, but they wasn't engaging. They wasn't appreciating the audience. And she changed television forever, even when it comes to game shows.
Definitely changed television.
So that was the way America changed to what we're seeing now.
Greatest question
And
I'm going to
then-
ask you right now.
And then when it comes to Michelle Obama, I think outside of Jackie Kennedy, she actually showed women how to operate in class and how to be graceful and how to be a helpmate. And then that America needed that more in the 2000s to be seen by any woman, not just a black or a white woman.
totally-
And that would be my way of answering.
And you know, and it's because
totally
I just
agree.
looked at her name and I would have said it all wrong. I knew the first one was Maria, but I didn't know she had two last names. But it's Maria Van Britton Brown. That's the one that I remembered. And then it was the one who created the hot cone. Those
that
were the
didn't
two.
change.
Those were the two names that he said that the black women. What has black women invented that did something to America? And I'm like, I only knew about the GPS. I only knew about the lady with the
Madam C.J.
security.
Walker.
Yes, the security system and Madam C.J. Walker. Those were the only two that I knew. But then I looked into it, and it was a whole lot more than what I didn't know.
Madam C.J. Walker was still one of the same similar situations that they're like Rosa Parks. Madam C.J. Walker was pleasant on the eye. She wasn't the first
Oh,
one.
we're still talking about Chris Brown and Usher.
Yeah. Do that one more time. So
I'm trying not to look, but I
Madam
wanna
C.J.
look
Walker
so
got
bad.
it from got it from a woman, and it was exploited in the movie that they done. She wasn't pleasant on the eyes as Madam C.J. Walker was, right? And also, she didn't come from the history of Madam C.J. Walker, so she wasn't exploited. But it was another woman came 22 years before her. It's on my page right now. When I said I study and read a lot, especially about us It's crazy. But y'all go on my page, it's on there about the 5 black women who changed the history of Africa.
Yeah, because I'm like, it's the ladies of
do you remember
the
what
movie.
you was going to ask?
Because you was talking about something. You brought up something, and I can't think of nothing.
Okay.
Next hot topic.
So next hot topic is, we talked about this a little bit.
Oh, the white supremacy. That's what I was going to talk about. So people, the bad part is, remember how black people or black kids be when they find out that their father left them? Mm-hmm. That's how white people feeling about us.
Yeah.
They are
That we left them?
Yeah, that they are abandoned children. The history of life shows that they have been our abandoned children. And so they are revolting and doing these things as payback for us. And we have to really look at it like that. Because the part we think of slavery, let's just say that's merely 500 years. Mm-hmm. You know how long we've been on Earth? You know what I mean?
Right.
So that 300, 400, 500 years ain't nothing compared. It's the most effective in us because they can prove it and they knew it happened and you can show it and you got pictures and you got prints and all that stuff that evolves that deals with what we're talking about. And white people just mad because they know they had to generate it from us. History and life shows that. Mm-hmm. Now, where my daddy at?
Right.
Mm-hmm. That's where they get the word motherfucker if you ever get the chance to read up.
Yes, I know.
The ISIS papers. If you read up on that, you understand the reason why they love black women so much. They trying to get back home.
Right.
So go ahead.
So I was going to say, and with that being said, we don't have to talk about it, but don't forget that we're continuing our effort of making sure that we spend our black dollars in places that matter. I'm not telling anybody where to go. I'm not saying not to go in the beauty supply or this and the other. I'm just saying when you have a choice, make a change. We have a change.
Oh hell no, like because I just did that, right? We just went to a black owned hibachi spot.
Is it sit down?
I think it was called In-N-Out.
So that
it's
makes
not
sense.
something that's
Was it
not.
In-N-Out?
Definitely carry out.
No, I apologize. It wasn't In-N-Out. It was right there on Van Dyke and Metro Parkway.
Okay.
And let me just say that, listen.
Why would you go to a black-owned hibachi? Would you go to a Chinese soul food?
I mean, I'm just saying, why wouldn't you go to a
Black
black-owned hibachi? I mean, but I want to. Was it bad? Or
That was the
good?
second one. It was horrible.
It was
Okay.
it had to be.
But the first one we went
It's
to
not their
was
culture.
No. The first one we went to that's right here at 8 Mile in DeQuinder
Mm-hmm.
is freaking amazing. I literally would drive from where I live all the way to 8 Mile in DeQuinder to get some of that. The one that we went to that was close to us, the food didn't even look like the pictures.
What I need to know is hibachi a definition for
Culture.
I was going to say the type of cooking or the food itself.
I thought it was the
Both.
type of cooking.
Because the thing is, when I think about hibachi, and we need to stop boxing everything up and just serving it to people. I want to go to Benihana's or I want to go to Shogun's. I want to sit at a hibachi table and have the presentation and see my food being cooked. Like, to me, if you give it to me in a container, it's just fried rice.
Right.
You know, in my opinion. You know,
hibachi is both. It's the food and the
I just thought it was the way it was prepared.
no.
so hey,
Caller.
Hey, what up, though? Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, G.
What up, though, G?
Hibachi is actually the grill that the food is cooked on.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I figure hibachi grill.
Yeah.
And the style of cooking also, but it's mainly a hibachi grill.
Right. But question to you.
Because those grills heat up in certain places a certain type of way, and that's why when you go to Benihana, which is my next point, because you got black chefs at Benihana, so
and
if they can cook it at Benihana, they can start their own shit and cook it just as good.
Yeah. But question to you: is it true or not? So when I went to a hibachi place in Philadelphia, right? They didn't have the vegetables that we would get at Benihana's. When I bought at Benihana's when I was there, they that's not authentic.
You got
So the women, hold on. So they had I forgot the little vegetables that look like little corns.
The little corns.
They're not little corns. What are they called, G?
I can't think of it's a water something maybe, but I can't think of it.
It's
Water,
It's not the water crust. It's the other one.
They use
water crust.
and they use real sweet pea. Like it look, they use things that food is required for.
Mm-hmm.
Now, don't get me wrong. When things become Americanized and capitalistic monies are funding certain things, they're like, hey man, put some squash on that boy, put some of this on that. You know what I mean? So yeah, and they use real garlic.
So
Go
you
ahead.
came and you
Go
say.
ahead, G. He hung up. He said, "Fuck him."
So one of the things that it does say that it's referred to how it's cooked, but it also says it's known for high energy theatrical table side shelf performances and
I was
their
trying to listen.
iconic
Sorry, G.
onion volcano. So it's a way of cooking and a style. But that's why I say if I'm gonna do hibachi, I just want the whole experience. That's it.
Well, Benihana's made it in the entertainment because
Right.
that's one of the first groups that they opened up into was the entertainment business. The guy who started around entertainers.
G.
Yeah. Oh, I was trying to answer Miles' question after he got done with his long-winded question.
I hate you. Go
The
ahead.
thing about the vegetables, you have different. Just because it might be a Japanese or Asian, they might be from a different part of Japan where they use different vegetables.
True.
Like because Chinese food, you go to New York, you're gonna get it different than Detroit, and then you're gonna get it different in Texas.
You get real roaches in New York.
Like what I remember in Texas, right? I got egg foo young. It had like a sweet and sour sauce kind of sauce to it.
Yeah.
Not the gravy that we used to up here in Detroit. You see what I'm saying?
Fact.
So it's just about people they come from different places of the mainland, and those different places use different things.
They're like,
Right.
Or it just might not be available in Philly at the time fresh, so they got to get you what's fresh there.
yeah, because they use crab.
Some restaurants are big on that.
True, they use more crab in Philly at the Hibachi Center.
Along the East Coast,
Then
period, you
sure.
gonna see that. Whether it's Philly, Maryland, all of that, because that's their main
That's
one of
their
their
thing.
main foods
Very
is
true.
the crab.
Very true.
Okay.
But all right, y'all.
Thank you.
All right,
you
thank
for
you
Y'all
for
have a
calling.
great day. Great
But-
morning.
Yeah.
Good morning.
So
So-
hibachi is the whole experience. It's
Right.
the hardware, it's the ingredients, it's the preparation.
I don't need the show. I've been.
Well, don't go to hibachi. Go to
Hold
the
on.
bar.
I've been to Benihana's and the food was not good at all. I don't even understand how people think that food is good. At least not to me.
I mean, you don't
But
like
I've been
shit,
to a
man.
different hibachi place. Again, that's untrue because I've been to another hibachi place and the food was amazing. So for me, the show was great, but your food was horrible. So freak your show. I need this food to be on
I'm
point.
gonna tell you the perfect place. It's a place right around the corner from Benihana's over there where the Best Buy is in Coney Island called XOG. So I don't know how to say the word. However, the manager who been at that Benihana's for over 20 plus years got fired and he went right over there. And when I tell you that place,
What is it called again?
it started with XOG or something like that. XOSHI.
Yeah.
In Livonia?
No,
No.
it's in Dearborn.
Dearborn.
Oh, so now I'm all the way thrown off.
Yeah, so anyway, that's where the original Benihana's started from.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
I only been to the one in Livonia.
yay. So right now there's a war against
Drugs.
I wish
Women.
black women, because of this Miami song, Young Miami song. Y'all heard or
Yeah.
have you
No.
talked about India Irie's statement?
Yeah.
Yes, we talked about it, but I have not heard the actual song.
The song, yeah, you heard it. You let's spin that thing. You heard it.
Is that the one about the
Scamming.
Oh yeah,
We're not
So
gonna talk
I heard a
about that
piece
right
of
now.
it.
So-
I had a piece of it, and I had to turn it off, and I was like, okay, maybe I need to watch the movie because I'm not understanding.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Yamina.
Hey,
because
Yamina.
you're
Hey,
just
yeah.
talking at this point.
Hey,
Hey.
how y'all doing?
Good. How
you
about
doing?
yourself?
All right, so I just wanted to say that the name of that spot is called Zushi Co.
Zushi.
I
Zushi
love
Co.
that place. Yes,
Yes.
and it's right across the street from Burlington Coal
Can,
Factory.
can you spell that?
Yeah. Right across the parking lot.
Spelled XUSHI
Yeah. I
KO.
saw.
Zushi Co.
Yeah.
Thank
Put it
you.
in the chat.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're
And
welcome. Bye.
Bye. And they got good soup.
I love it. She said that's
they
all I
have
call
good
for.
everything. The only reason I go to Benihana is because I be fiending for that soup. I couldn't make it this weekend on my own because my electricity down, but I only go to Benihana.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to go to this.
I get that fresh hot soup. Then the little sissy who was serving me. this
Little
time-
sissy?
Yeah, he's gay.
Oh,
He was-
sissy, for real.
Yeah, he was
Okay.
he was charging me per bowl. He said, I was like, nigga, this ain't nothing but broth, and let me stop it. The women when they serve me, they just let me go ahead and eat the soup. You know what I mean?
So you supposed to have endless soup? Is that's what
No.
you're saying?
No, I don't supposed to, but the women let me have.
This ain't Olive Garden.
Right. That's why I'm like, what the hell?
But no, but it was good.
So he was wrong for
his
charging.
job.
Right, he was wrong for charging
And
you
then I
correctly.
told him, I said, I don't know if you pay for it. And then he said, I tell you what, I take the other 2 soups. I'm gonna charge you for 2. And I still so
You had 4 soups, and you wanted them to charge you for
so,
one.
so I had like 5. 'cause I
And
love
you
it.
wanted to be charged for one?
Wait a minute, sweetie. I just said I've never been charged any other than but for one.
Are
That's
you
a
talking
problem.
about the soup with the
It's
little
not a
onions in the
problem.
bottom?
Yeah, I like that. And so, and then I never.
It's a
get-
problem because now they're taking away their stock and they're not being
Girl, it's soup.
paid for it.
Anyway, I get you. Whatever.
Oh, okay.
So anyway,
That's just like when the people take extra
I
napkins
don't know
and
about
stuff.
you. When I go to places,
You want endless?
My people treats me different. Cool. So now the lady was I drink when I don't drink alcohol out in public like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I told her I want me an orange and cranberry. He charged me for every orange and cranberry.
That they do.
He charged me $11 for 6. I said, my man.
You only get endless sodas,
He just said,
not juice.
And nigga, if you only come in there once a month,
I don't-
the money you spending, you
stop.
okay. I apologize. I had my business hat on because I will be firing all them servers.
No, you wouldn't. Because
Shit,
one
you
thing-
got me messed up.
One thing you would learn.
Money is money. Business is business.
Yeah, okay. Well,
Friendships does not have nothing to do with
train
business.
your people better because you should.
Oh,
say,
my people will be trained.
My point to you is this: when you come, you say, "Listen, we do endless service and on this is another thing." But if you want to, the second time I would ask for another one, you should say, "Listen, I'm gonna give this one to you either on me or I'm gonna let you know that I'm gonna let you know that." The second serving is gonna cost you $11.
It's usually on the menu.
What the hell? That's what I'm saying.
It wasn't.
Like what?
I mean, at any place, people
Don't come to my spot.
It's like the generator thing. You know what I'm saying? We don't always know everything, and we don't know what to teach people. But the one thing I know, we talked about this earlier, being in the service industry. Think about going to the original House of Pancakes or any pancakes place. You pay per orange juice. That's why I started getting lemonade.
That's why.
I
I asked.
want no orange juice here.
I asked.
Y'all want to charge me
But when I go to-
$5.75 an orange juice.
But when I go to bars, they don't charge me. Like when I go to Starters,
They don't charge you.
yeah, right. But if I say orange juice and cranberry, they'll just keep giving me orange berry and cranberry, and then they'll let me know. Hey, listen, my manager here. Make this your last one.
You just got all those people fired
No, I didn't.
because they shouldn't be doing that either.
They watching this show, they got
so
fired.
Wait a minute. So you guys said that you guys talked about the young Miami and the India Irie. You guys also talked about the reaction to how women are downing India Irie by calling her a pick-me type of female.
Well,
They don't even know what it means.
Well, we didn't say that yesterday.
No, we ain't talking about that.
So one of the things that's going viral are the ladies who are speaking against India Irie. First thing, they're saying that she's old and she's inexperienced. And she's just doing this to get attention. The second thing, they're saying that they compared her look at the BET Awards to Young Miami's look at the BET Awards.
Why?
Where
Now we
India
comparing.
Irie had on her crown, full coverage. She had a beautiful robe type of thing on. Young Miami literally had on
Was
drawers.
naked. Right.
They're saying that she is irrelevant. So the only way that she could be relevant is to create a situation with somebody who has relevance, and that this song speaks to the time. So She pretty much, there's a group of women attacking her saying that she needs to shut the F up. And
I'm sorry.
No, pretty
India Irie needs to shut the F up.
Well, listen.
India Irie, her name alone is relevance. And that's what these young ladies perhaps did not get the memo of. But the mere fact that you have to pin, now you are pinning sisters against each other, and all she did was make and might I add a remark that a lot of women who still have morals and decency, how we feel. And it's really, really sad. As Brittany said yesterday, at the end of the day, us pinning each other against each other, that's not the way to go. We have to find what the middle ground is. I am a woman who believes that being reserved in how you dress, especially in front of children and other people, men, is something you are supposed to do. And then there are women who believe that coming outside naked with bonnets on their head and house shoes and pajamas, that's the way to go. So we just need to find the middle ground.
No, we don't need to find the middle ground.
I don't think so either, but I was trying to be nice.
First of all, we just need to get grounded. The point to why India Irie, and this is why people don't know that India Irie parents are from Detroit. She was born in Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is why she don't visit this motherfucker that much, right? We live by ignorant mentality. Young Miami is young Miami. So what's gonna happen when Miami get old? What's gonna happen when Miami get old? That's the question that need to be asked.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because we not really thinking about the truth. And the truth of you didn't have to do that. We knew that. The fact that Miami have a slutty mentality.
Right.
She belongs to the slut culture.
Mm.
You know what I mean? When you talk about dealing with the slut culture, India Irie has made a statement like, I understand why we are in the state that we're in.
Right.
Because women will follow. Those who call her names can't even imagine doing half of what she does. Mm. She one of those people don't have to say things on what she do because that's who she is. Mm-hmm. It's part of her culture.
Now,
go ahead. No.
To combat this is we talk about karma, right? And people not understanding different reactions to things and why certain women feel a certain way. There's also a group of girls that's going viral on the internet, and they are spending the week, blow drying their hair out, wearing their natural 4C. Or wearing their locks, and they're logging how many men are attracted to them, and then they're spending the next week. But it's a group of women. Yeah. It's not just one or two girls, because the following week they're putting on the wigs, they're doing full face makeups, and then they're logging how much male attention they get. I say that because that is the competition between like India Irie and Young Miami. These young women think that Young Miami has more clout because she's the full face.
They stupid.
Hair. I mean, but
I'm gonna show you this. A Mercedes, you never seen a charter bus dealership, right? You've seen many Mercedes-Benz dealerships, right? When you have to be built with uniqueness, for comfort, for a thing that need to go by, the action that you're taking, you can't be open to everybody. Mm-hmm. A whore, a slut, a person that's built like a whore, a slut, or want to look like a whore, a slut. She just want people to look at her. Will she ever get the attention of a real man to marry her, to wife her? It's very slim. It's not impossible.
It's not impossible.
So it's very slim though, because a real man don't want everyone to look at their woman in a sexual manner. I'm a freak, and I don't want nobody to look at my woman. I really don't want no one to look at my woman in a sexual manner when they look at her. I want them to look at her as a woman as she is. Then most importantly, she's my woman. When I was in the lifestyle, only time I enjoyed that lifestyle is during those situations. When I'm out and about, and somebody from lifestyle walk up to me, you know what I mean? I'm like, "What's up, man? How you doing?" You know what I mean? I'm not like how I would be.
Now, do you think the generation has changed?
No.
Because the conversation with people, going back to the Chris Brown and Usher concert, one of the women that was put on stage, she was actually put on stage the night that I was there, and they're saying like Chris Brown is breaking down people's wives, and this woman was married. She had a beautiful body. She was beautiful. Now, in my head, I would think, judging from her outfit, her nails, and her hair, and if she had a husband. Her husband didn't want to go, but he wanted to make sure that his wife was straight. Yeah. I also feel like if he sent his wife out there like that, he also knows she's coming home and he has full confidence. And she also knew when she was picked to go on stage that her husband probably wouldn't mind her getting taken down by Chris Brown because it's a once in a lifetime thing.
And or if she was a wife, it all depends on when they are in their marriage relationship. She would say, "No, thank you. Here's my friend." And the only reason why I say that is because I've been in all kinds of situations in my life. And mind you, when I stopped doing my lifestyle, my friends continued for 3 to 4 more years. I realized the damage it would do to a relationship if you want to be in your relationship.
Right.
When you let somebody grope at your wife or woman, you can't expect nothing else to happen when it comes to public. Just because you was in the dark at that night, it's gonna be dark somewhere else in a new light.
But it's Chris Brown.
I don't listen.
I mean, but I'm just saying,
even if it was Jesus, Moses, Muhammad, the greatest prophets that ever came before us, it doesn't matter. Chris Brown is a boy compared to a man, in the sense of the actions he takes to get on stage. When you look at Teddy Pendergrass, listen, when you look at other artists, Babyface, they don't have to do that.
Okay, but Prince did it.
Hold on, wait a minute. No, Prince did it in a way to where he extended your hand and say, "Would you like to come on stage?" And all that, and plus they was also vetted before they hit that stage. They didn't just come up there. That's why you have women grabbing and pulling on Chris shirts in other areas. Detroit is one of them places like
Detroit was very respectful to the artists.
Right.
And I will say that they did escort the women up there by other women, not other men. So I'm not sure if they were chosen or spoken to before. He didn't pick me, but I would say that it's okay to be confident and you have your exceptions, because say I'm older. So my man loved Janet Jackson. Right. You know what I mean? Like, if my husband got chose by Janet Jackson or even Jill Scott, because, you know, he like me, he gonna like her. I'm gonna be like, baby, let her, you know,
do what she gonna do.
Let her do. I mean,
and see if she gonna invite us backstage.
Both
later.
of us,
right? Thank you.
Together.
But this one,
I mean, I would sell mine to Patti LaBelle in a minute.
Oh, Patti LaBelle.
So, and like Yamina said, she let her husband take her to the R. Kelly concert, and he left her at the building because people get there and get jealous of your fandom, and that's just weird.
No, it's not weird. I'm gonna tell you why. Because if I'm the person who provides for our family, and I have not got 2 minutes of the attention that you're giving them 50 for, and then when things go through in life, and I learned this from real men, and I learned this during my trip, that everybody who was successful on that trip had a wife, and I learned this through my mentors. All of them are married, and all of them are happily married. Now, the conversations they may have outside of me, I know nothing about, but I tell you what, they only say, look, I got eyes, I can see. That's it. All that, ooh, I take it through there, I want to see, ooh. No, never. I never seen them be inappropriate in a man setting. So I do know how to be a man at all times. I actually have the understanding of what a husband should be. So the groping and the fandom, what you call it?
I mean, it's fandom. It's fandom. I mean, I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna dance.
Be scream when that $20,000 check is deposited into our account.
Oh, I'm gonna be screaming into.
Hold on, and do that. Greet me at the table.
I'm gonna act like it's a once in a lifetime happening situation because I ain't never had nobody drop 20 G's on me ever.
Oh wow. Okay.
Not even 2,000.
What?
I've never had anybody give me $2,000. That wasn't the government. Oh, I'm not supposed to say that on air because
sorry.
people.
Yeah, don't say that. But
I'm like, hell, I didn't have a man drop 10 grand on me just to have me fly to Atlanta, and I never came.
That must be damn.
Yeah, me and my girl went to the mall and spent that.
Would have went.
We went to the mall and
caller,
spent that.
How are you?
Calling you there.
My favorite subject.
Oh,
He's about hoes.
Talking about hoes.
The whole part.
Well, I say this much. We live in a culture of hoes now as opposed to whore culture.
There you go. Whole culture is big.
Listen, a whore is the one that will sleep with anybody and she's not charged. Right? Now you have young women. Now you got to spend up a whole check, fly them out, do this, do that. And that's whole culture. Now, nothing wrong with it in as much as it's went mainstream. Where we are at a point now where we have intelligent. We actually are having this discussion with black women amongst themselves, and they're trying to divide the whole situation by the narrative.
Right.
This is who they'll promote, but then you have all of these other artists who have really talent are not trying to sell a whole culture. Because you can say that's scamming, whatever, but it's all the same thing. It's all trash. It has no real redeemable value to it. It's basically cotton candy, bad for your health kind of music.
Right.
But when we're in a situation where we have the Michelle Obamas, we have the Oprah Winfreys, we have the role models necessary for young black women to be looked up to. And you tend to still have this degradative, because look, I'm trying to give the example of they did this to black men 30 years ago with hip hop.
Right.
It's the same thing. They did this with no matter what we do, no matter what genre, whether it's the bad athlete or the good athlete, it's the same thing, right? We're pinning you against each other.
Right.
And doing this rightfully so. Once you become divided, because it started to become so talked about, it's just basically shining a light on the lack of it. Because mind you now, they want to bring down the black Messiah isn't necessarily the black father, it's the black family.
Absolutely.
So what better way is to make black women look even worse by promoting a genre like y'all said before. Just the comments, a certain age of female or where she was raised and culturally, whether her education is lacking or not, she would look at that as just garbage. It's a misrepresentation. And you should not stand for any kind of misrepresentation. Take that lesson from the men. Don't do what we did and sat here and you had what I basically call, when you see the lames like the Drakes and you look at the athletes out here that want to be tough tones, right? This is them dumbing down. You don't want to dumb down your culture, who you are as a man, especially as a black woman, because believe it or not, y'all are the connective tissue to it all.
Right.
Like Miles was saying, them white folks are looking to come back home to mama. Because who was raising them? Who was suckling the white kids? The black woman.
The black woman and her titties.
We were their furniture to them. We up and left. Imagine your couch in your bed that you go home every day, decide to get the fuck up and walk out your house. How would you feel about that furniture after that?
I wouldn't want that furniture back in my house.
Well, you know what? You still, but listen, you have a certain disdain for furniture.
Hey, Dorian, I'm going to ask you some advice and then I'm going to let you go. Okay, I'm going to give you this scenario and I want to see what your advice is going to be.
Ooh,
and then I'm going to go to the people, right? So I only can speak for myself. A man asked me out, right? Somebody who had been watching me for some time, and I finally accepted his date.
Okay.
You know, he canceled on me about 3 hours before the date, but he offered to send me lunch or send me cash at me money to, I guess, apologize for
you to still be able to get you some food.
Right. So because of the conversations that we have about men and their money, women always asking for it, you know, I declined. Now this debate went on in my friend group because most of them said I should have took it. But I'm like, I'm looking for companionship, not Cash App.
Well,
so I'm asking Dorian, then I'm gonna ask you, and I'll ask you as well. But that is my caveat. That's the reason why I declined. If I was your friend and we talked. Besides on my show on Tuesdays when you take the majority of the time up, what advice would you have given me?
Well, I would just say that's up to your discretion. There is no such thing as a free lunch. So you can look at it from two perspectives. Okay, look at it from a professional perspective. If someone canceled on you and you have a photography set up, right, 3 hours before, wouldn't it be requisite from the client to like give you some kind of money? Will you accept that?
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
Right. So you can look at it from that way, and then, like you said before, you're looking at for companionships instead of the free lunch. Despise the free lunch. So you looked at it from that perspective. I'm not looking for no. I can go buy my own food, right? I can buy my own lunch. We were going to go meet, but what was that lunch going to consist of? That's also too. You could have went to Starbucks or Qdoba or something. You know what I'm saying? Something like just so y'all could talk or whatnot or whatever. But should you have taken the money? That's up to you. I mean, honestly, it's to your own discretion in a sense. There's no right or wrong answer on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thank you for your opinion. I thank you for your call. Call back if you have time in the next 11 minutes. Okay. Take care of yourself. So Miles,
I would say this. I was going to bring up something similar. It's not just about taking it. It's what he said. I don't know how he said it to you. I'm just going to give you lunch. And I would basically probably add it more to it. Like, due to the fact that our conversations, I really appreciate your time, and I'm sorry I can't do it. Would you like for me to send you something for lunch? Then if you say yes or no, if you say, yeah, that would be fine, thank you. Cool. Or I'm the type of person, it's like I had to set up for us to go to Vicenti's or somewhere. Table 14 is our table. Still go. It's on me. You know what I mean? Because still the experience is still has it's got to change. It's like when that's why I'm like when my child said, I want this for Christmas, Daddy. No, you don't get what I think you should have as a gift. Not what you want. Because I get what you want all the time. Before Christmas come. Not to relate the date on my child's Christmas gift, but the truth is, I would have had something set up more so before I would be like, here's some Cash App money. You know what I mean? Because that's tacky to me. Or I would at least ask you, hey, would you like to go to lunch because I can't make it today? Or can we do it later on in the day? I would still make you a priority. When people do that, that means they have other things that don't have nothing to do with it. You
right
in the mix, and the woman don't never want to hear that she's going to become second priority. And so that's what a man has to learn. A man has to learn that a woman hate playing second fiddler to anything, even. But
some people will be like, it was my grandma or it was my kid.
I don't
so
care. A woman don't care.
I had somebody.
Yes, we do.
I literally.
Yes, we do.
No,
a woman don't
wait a
care
minute. I think it's a difference. If you know the man or don't know the man.
Exactly.
And that was my thing is I don't know you. So I can only go by the fact that you've been complimenting me for 5 years. You asked me out and you canceled.
Yeah.
The same day.
She don't wanna hear that
you
shit.
know what I mean? Like, you know how many men are in my DM and I never acknowledge? It took 5 years to get comfortable here. So, but if it was Miles, we've been friends for 3 years. I've known him for 20. So if something came up, it'll be a different thing. And I know I'm going to see him again. I never even sat down and had a conversation with you, so I don't even know if I'm going to see you. I don't even know if this next time is a next time. Now, every female that I know said take the money.
I would.
Okay.
And I was like, is that a test?
No, it's not a test.
You know, like if you take a man's money, I would have.
That's based on what you want. If you want to be known for taking his money, he gonna throw that at you every time that he has a fuck up. Oh, here I just seen you some cash. This This is how slut mentality is built. Whatever I can give to you the quickest, the fastest, to shut you the fuck up, that's what I will continue to do and continue to fuck up and fuck with other females. A man who's trying to be learned is a man who's going to tell you the truth and say, listen, I had plans to go to wherever. You please still go there because I want you to still get the experience even without me. Then you will make the decision. No, I'll wait. Can I go somewhere else? Yeah, sure. How about this? How about if I just send you some money and you utilize it at your own discretion and that be it? Not that I'm gonna send you some money, bitch, to just calm you down.
Bitch, just calm you down. You didn't say that.
Basically, that's what he meant.
I look at it differently. I would have not taken a Cash App, one, because I don't have a Cash App. So he couldn't have did that for me. But had he told me he already had something set up and he still wanted me to go enjoy myself, absolutely. I would have went in and enjoyed myself. I actually would have brought somebody with me because we're going to enjoy this together because what you actually had paid for already, as you said, was 2 people. There's only one here now. No, I'm going to bring somebody else. Mm-hmm. Would he get another opportunity with me? Yes. Because life is lifing for everyone and things pop up.
Right.
You know, so it does not mean that he did not want your time at that moment. Something else popped up. And it was not saying that you were not important. However, because I don't have history with you at this very moment, what popped up needs my immediate attention. It doesn't matter if it's a friend, if it's family, or if it was a child. Something else needs my immediate attention. Hey, caller.
Hey, caller.
Hey, so Lake.
Yamina, is that you?
Yes.
Okay, something wrong.
I can hear.
You can hear.
Y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, yeah, that's better.
Okay, so move on from Mr. Man, whoever he is, because he's going to continue to waste your time. Any man that's been watching you, seeking after you, and admiring you for, I said a year, but I'm going to say 6 months. You know, don't do it, because people go for what they want. If he wanted you, he would have came and approached you. 5 years watching you, nigga, beat it, okay? And no, I would have not taken the money because I don't want your money. I can buy myself lunch, okay? Mm-hmm. And go to dinner. You arrange something for me to go to lunch or dinner, which was supposed to be a date. Now I'm sitting here overthinking about what the date would have or could have been. So no, I don't want to go to dinner or lunch alone. Like that's such bullshit. No. Move on.
Well,
I wouldn't have went alone.
Well, I'm being very honest.
Slut culture is the new word of the day.
I would say this. I dealt with a lot of different types of women, right?
And I have to.
Of course, you got a dick too, evidently.
I don't have a dick, but I dealt with men and women.
What I'm trying.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to explain to you, it wasn't about you. It's about people. Period. When you're dealing with men and you're dealing with women who has different statures in life, right? Mm-hmm. When you see a woman, you're a professional. A woman that's professional, be like, I don't mind going by myself to experience something I never experienced.
Well, Lake is like me. We go a lot of
Lake
places
ain't like
by
you.
ourselves.
I'm not talking. Listen, you speak in something.
Shut the fuck up, Miles. I'm talking.
Wow, I'm sorry. You can deal with that weak ass me and you talk to. You ain't gonna talk to me like that. I'm telling you the truth. When it comes down to men, when men date a woman that's a professional, he ask her and give her options. That way she can make the decision, and the decision that she makes will determine how you treat her later. It don't have nothing.
So if she would have said, I'm going to go to dinner alone, that would have made him treat her a different way.
Oh, wow. Did you hear anything that I said? I
heard exactly what you said.
I would make it. If I'm dating a woman, if I'm about to take a woman on a date, we going somewhere. We're not going to Coney Island. We going to somewhere that got a table number.
I hope not.
We going to where this. We going to a place that got a table number.
It's an experience.
It's an experience, and then once I found out that something came up, I could say, hey, listen, our reservations already set. So if you like, I cannot make it today. At the time that I said I could make it.
Now you
So
assuming that
reschedule the
men make
dinner. Why do I want the experience by myself? Just because it's an experience and it's a 5-star restaurant.
Because some
I don't want it
people-
by myself.
Yeah, I mean,
assume
some
that
people
men
are
make
okay.
reservations. I don't think it was
I
a
do.
reservation
I do.
Okay, but
situation.
listen,
I do.
some women and just people, it has nothing to do with gender. Some people are okay with experiencing things by
And that's
themselves.
what I said when I said. That's what I meant when
so-
I said.
so
me
listen,
and
y'all,
Blake
mean it-
are alike in that aspect.
So
We
if
go
it's
to
an
places by
experience,
ourselves.
right? So if it's an experience that you've never had before, and you,
I still
you
wouldn't want to go by
know-
myself like that. If it was supposed to be a date, the dress is this was supposed to be.
But you don't
a
have to
date.
go by
I wasn't
yourself. You can
supposed
take
to be by
somebody else.
myself.
Listen.
He's,
Yeah, okay.
he's telling you. He's
Listen,
telling you.
listen.
He's
for
telling
one-
you that the reservations are still there, and if
Yeah.
you would still like to go ahead and go. He did not say go alone. He just said if
Okay.
you still would like to go, you can still go. I'm calling my homegirl to experience it with me.
So there's two things going on here. Y'all mean thank you for calling.
Thank you.
I'ma
Like,
go ahead.
I'm not going by
So-
myself.
So thing number one is I'm gonna agree with Yamina on this. Her and I are a lot alike. I am Lake B everywhere. There's not too many restaurants I haven't sat in by myself. There's not too many places I haven't gone by myself. I was not.
I
was
could definitely
truly,
name you about 10.
truly excited about someone asking me out and having the opportunity to converse with someone that
During the process.
a new person.
Gotcha.
Like I've spent the last year and a half by myself. You know what I'm saying? With the exception of me and Kelly dating, if you watching, you know what I mean? But for the most part, I ain't been dating. You know, now when I say karma, when I said I met the gentleman at the concert, it was very nice for somebody to come through to have that experience and move on. Like we didn't have to talk a lot about compatibility. He wasn't trying to get in my pants. So that part of the conversation never happened. Which when somebody is asking you out, I do believe that that is the main purpose of them taking you out. Now, when somebody is doing reservation for you, it's not saying anything is prepaid. You know what I mean? So the person will still have to Cash App, Zelle, or send you the money to make sure that the bill is covered. Because for one, let's remember, this is a stranger.
Right.
I never want to be in a situation where I did all this and now whatever you got going on, you can't answer the phone to pay the bill.
Yeah,
Because
so-
whatever you was doing was also important not to be with me.
So, ladies,
You know what I mean?
See, the type
Jay,
of men that I
ladies,
date,
we need
it
to
would
do a
already
show
been.
where
They
I'm-
would have called the restaurant and paid for it.
I'm gonna give men the proper way how to date.
That would be
because most men do not know how to date, and most women don't know how to receive a date.
Exactly.
Because women would throw away the whole fucking dial just because they didn't have the button on the nose if they wanted. So I've learned that, right? I had a female say, nigga, you ain't even got a car. I said, meet me there. I told you, meet me there. I don't need you to take me home or nothing. Just meet me there. This is the time when the Pontchartrain was popping.
Can I ask something right quick?
Can't even let me finish.
I can't.
Go ahead.
Just give me
Go ahead.
because I'm very curious.
Okay.
I hear men a lot say, "Women kill me," telling men about men. We hear it so much, but yet we hear men telling women about women, and it's funny to me because when you have a woman who say no, then you have the man who wants to debate with the woman who has been a woman from the moment that she was her parts formed
She was a girl.
and
She wasn't a
then
woman.
came out and all things like that. So it's very funny to me when I tell a man that that's not how women are, and they tell me I'm wrong.
Well,
and it's funny to me. But
I
go
just
ahead.
want to be taken out on a date.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you what the problem
Sit
is.
across the table with
I'm gonna tell
a
you,
gentleman.
I'm gonna tell you the problem is the majority.
I can meet you to several.
Hold on. The situation is this: there's more men that probably have more sexual relationships and relationships with women than women that have with men. And if they have, and if more women, in most cases, I'm not just talking about sex. I'm just talking about just in relationships. Like I said, when I tell people I raised 24 kids, they're like, damn. I'm like, you know how many girlfriends I had? I'm 54. You feel me? So I had a lot of girlfriends. Anyway, my point to you is that a man be like that because mostly we dealt with all types of different women. The sad part is with most women, they deal with the same type of different men. Most women have a type of man that they like.
No, most women have. I don't know if it's a type of man that I like, but I damn sure am giving the same type of energy because I ain't. You know what I mean? I keep
we saying the same thing.
I keep meeting men that do not validate my feelings, and that was the biggest thing when I just wanted to express, like, for a first date, this seems like weird to me.
It is.
You know, for somebody to go through all this and cancel
5 years
of the issue, you know, and then, but I'm used to conversing. I'm looking for somebody who I could say, hey, I feel X, Y, and Z. They don't give me no snide ass marks or giggle under their throats or whatever the fuck, that we can honestly converse and come up with a solution.
Yeah.
You know, and the solution isn't putting me on hold or refusing to acknowledge me or anything like that. But we're gonna move on because we have a couple of more minutes. It's something serious that I really wanted to talk about.
Oh Lord, what is
Why you
it?
didn't bring up the serious shit first?
Because it's sad.
I'm just like, what it? Oh. Why were you both like, okay, come on? I feel like it's the news all over again. Let's go.
It is sad, and it kinda, you know. So we know that Cameron Watkins and Keon Saborn lost their life at Fairlane Mall.
Yes.
I do not know the specifics, so there's no need to talk about them. I just want to say that one of the things we have to realize when we're dealing with social media and media, that we cannot always vilify the victims. Give their family time to grieve and get over the fact that someone went to buy a t-shirt and they didn't come home. You know, and the parents of these two young men are asking people, just like the young man who just went to prison. We already done forgot his name. Carmelo Anthony. Stop villainizing these young men. Let's try to figure it out, find out what the bottom of the story is before we do that. But that's my caveat to this. But what I want to talk about is, do you guys think it is safe for black people to hang out with a group of all white people?
No.
Yes.
Fuck no.
Okay, so
Fuck yes.
So recently, right now,
I've done it. I'm still here.
Over the weekend, we lost the life of Nolan Xavier Wells, who was hanging out with all white guys, and when they came back he didn't, they immediately lured up. They have not given a statement. We don't know what happened. The only thing that we know, he went to talk to a girl, but one of the young men, father is a judge, and he advised all the other alive young people to get a lawyer. This is also rising the conversation about Tamla Horsford, who was killed at a adult sleepover. A black woman with she was with 8 white women at an adult sleepover, and she was the only one that woke up dead. And people are now asking, should black people?
No.
Yes.
There's no way in the world.
Okay, so I want y'all to hold that comment. Caller, what's up?
Caller.
They was white. They hung up.
Okay, they'll come back. So,
oh, wait a minute. Calling.
Hello?
Calling.
I wanted to. I just wanted to add on the subject about hanging. Look, for young black males hanging amongst each other, and we have open carry laws. I keep going back to the gun thing. I'm trying to tell y'all, that's the real issue. We have raised these children so coddled and so soft that none of this should be happening right now. None of it. But What's the common denominator? The
So-
access of weapons.
Dorian, hold on. Dorian, are you referring to Fairlane or are you referring to
Fairlane, hanging around white folks.
Okay,
period, in
okay.
general, because white kids are hanging around black kids, and they the ones got the AR rifles. They'll come down. Well, I'm gonna sell it. Then what they'll do? We've had incidents of that where they found white bodies because of the white kids hanging with black kids.
Mm-hmm.
So it's I'm trying to tell you the real issue. What's the true danger? And in this state that I can only speak for Michigan, we have these gun laws, these so-called Second Amendment. Everybody want to carry a weapon, men, women, children. The access to it is too easy, and people tend to treat weapons. Most people who don't even need a gun. Why are you walking around with it? This is that old saying. I'm from the streets. If I got to carry a gun to go there, I don't need to go there.
Thank you.
My presence is not needed there. Okay? And the carrying a gun, I've seen my own brother get shot, murdered in the streets with a gun in his hand. It's all about who gets to drop on you. A gun is not a shield. It's an offensive weapon. It's not defense. It does make no sense for us to have.
And Dorian, I'm going to use it offensively. I am 100% behind my Second Amendment. I am 100% behind it. What I'm not behind is the loose policies that allow people who should not have them, and they're allowed to get them. However, for the people who are sane, who are trained.
But see, you know what though, too?
Yes,
that's
I should have
line.
it.
That's a hard line to say who should.
It's not. It's not. Mental illness people should not have it. Anyone who suffers from a mental illness should not be allowed to carry a pistol.
Guess what? When we made that document, mental illness didn't exist on paper. So
mental illness.
Nor there were felons, nor were there misdemeanor.
Oh, you mean for the second? You mean when we made the Second Amendment? Okay.
I'm like, what? The guns are for the government when tyranny. When they're doing what they're doing now, that's what the guns are for.
Well, I am a government. I govern my family.
Not to worry about someone stealing your horse or your car. No, it was for the government, the tyranny. We're supposed to be able to go unite up with the gun club. Like say, hey, listen, I'm all pro-gun. I understand the law. I understand the amendment. But what I don't understand is the necessity in a civilized, so-called civilized society that we live in now.
Because we have uncivilized mutts out here. That's why.
But why is that? Why is that?
Because unfortunately, everybody doesn't get caught for their crimes.
Crime is poverty based in most cases.
So real quick, for both of you, and you are absolutely right. What I'm going to do is let you go, Dorian, because we only got so much time left on the show. When it comes to these two cases, I don't think gun violence was a part of it.
It wasn't.
With the young lady, they said she had Xanax and marijuana in her system and she fell off the deck. But nobody could quite explain how she fell. And nobody, I mean, the whole Xanax and
it's bullshit. The bottom line of the truth is this: when white folks are involved, and it's the majority of them, they know how to stick together, keep their mouth closed, shut the fuck up. When the black folks are on the board, they don't have no money to really go get a lawyer, and get lawyered up. Everybody don't have legal shield, shit like that. So when you're looking at a person, a black person that can hang around white folks, 9 times out of 10, they are superior over the white. They will not disappear or die.
Now
we don't.
Jay.
So here's what I'm about to say. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't even know Jay's situation. However, white folks' realism would kick in their real life. They will understand who they are when they get. White folks always understand who they are when they get in trouble. White folks kill a whole bunch of people. They get escorted, go to Burger King, order a meal, go home, get put in the jail cell with no handcuffs. We are considered animals because that's how our mentality is. That's how we act. This is what we eat. Everything that we do has to deal with what we do, with how we live our life. and that's why you never really heard the Nation of Islam groups of people going to jail, and when they do get in trouble, they get lawyered up real quick because they know how America is. Go ahead.
So, Jay, you said that you do believe that one black person should hang around a group of white people.
I believe they can, and they do, and they come home safe. I do it all the time. I'm home safe. I had a group of
were they your employees?
Were they my employees?
Yeah.
At the time they wasn't, but they became my employees, yes.
Yes. That don't count.
Why doesn't it count?
Because they need you.
They didn't need me at the time that we did it. They needed me later.
How about this? Did you climb up the ladder in the process of doing it?
No, I left and started my own company. I just took them with me. Yeah. Okay.
Why you ain't take no black people?
Anyway.
Okay. I'm listening.
I hung around a group, and still will hang around this group of Caucasian young ladies, and they are absolutely amazing. Actually, a couple of them are, as I was told, more blacker than me, because a lot of the stuff that they know and eat and things like that I don't fool with. But I felt safe. I never felt any type of negativity of any kind coming from them. Now they felt it from me because I'm quick to call you a cracker ass cracker. But if they felt like they wanted to call me a little niglet, they kept that in their head, and I never saw it on their face. So, and I know plenty of people who hang around a bunch of Caucasians, and they are quote unquote black, and they have no issues. I think it's would I go on vacation with them? No, I would not do that. And I know that sounds
sleepover.
Yeah, I would do a sleepover, but I would not go on a vacation. And I know that sounds weird, but
sleepover by yourself, not with your daughter or bringing anybody with you. Okay.
I mean, I've done it already with them, and was great. I felt like the eyeball because of the music they listen to. I'm not a big person. I mean, I'm not a person that's big into, I call it street hip hop. I don't listen to that. So, and that's the type of music that they listen to, and I wanted to hear some R&B and some old school.
Do you think they wanted to listen to it because you were around?
No, they know it. Like,
so
know it.
One of the things that I have Caucasian friends, I have white friends. There's only so far I will go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can't go out of state with them.
Sleepovers and trips, probably not alone. Coming over, birthday parties and things like that, baby showers, definitely. But even like those events that I've attended, if it wasn't a work situation where there were other coworkers around, I found myself isolated from really what was going on. So I try to stay in my lane. And I learned that at 17 when I attended Central Michigan University. It only took me a week to find my tribe. I wasn't trying. It was a culture shock when you go to a school with 6,000 students and only 496 are African American. You learn quickly that you are different, and people will treat and look at you as being different. So I have a couple of things that's going on. Do you guys have anything to say about our hot topics?
Nope.
I love the hot topics as I always do. You always have a vast of information because Lake BB everywhere.
So one of the things that is also going on right now, and we're going to end on this. Some men want to bring back the "just be good to me" era.
Well,
you know what that means?
Era.
I don't care what those other girls say.
Just be good to me.
I don't care about the other girls.
Yeah.
Ooh.
They wish more women will focus on how they're being treated than being worried about who else is being treated.
I agree with them, man. Because
I knew he was going to say that.
Wait, what?
See, yes.
Say it again. Hold on.
She wasn't listening.
I might not have. I think I might have blinked out. Say it again. They want women to concentrate on how they're being treated,
instead of
not how others.
Worry about how they friends, about how they other friends, or how they treating another woman.
How they treating another woman in their life.
But to be honest with you,
It's the same thing to me. Sorry.
to be honest with you, I like your first take because you didn't automatically agree with men should have multiple women.
Yeah.
But I do think we as women, self included, I can only speak for myself, do look at other women and want their treatment. Don't know what's going on behind their closed
Right.
doors. Just know what I see on the outside looking in.
Right. So I
And
I agree.
and that way, maybe that's what they were. You know, we
Yeah,
always
maybe that's
say
what it is,
sometimes
yeah.
we don't listen to men or hear what they saying. I thought they meant how she was singing the song at the time.
No. So,
But
there's always going to be, listen, ladies. There's always going to be another. Is there always going to be another woman? If a man has a mother, if a man has a sister, if a man has a daughter,
Absolutely.
there will always be another woman in their life. And what I'm trying to tell you, don't worry about how I treat my little sister. My little sister been through a lot. I don't have to tell you her life to tell you why I treat her the way I treat her. There's no reason for me to explain the way I treat my mother and buy her roses every Wednesday and you get them once a month. There's no fucking reason why.
You better
I
not
tell
buy me
that.
no roses.
Don't give. Okay.
I love flowers.
Give me the money for the flowers.
No, give me the
flowers.
flowers.
Die.
Anyway, so the whole thing about. Anyway, there's a reason. You know what I mean? I've been through this because I had multiple females in my life. That was very significant in my upbringing as far as me learning. My mother died when I was 16. Of course, I know that, but my whole point is, in the media, I had an immediate 4 women in my family was more important than any woman I was going to give some dick to.
Right.
You know what I mean? So don't worry about why I call her every day. Don't worry about my friend can come by anytime.
But who does that? Oh, I apologize.
I mean, a lot of women.
Them over there do that.
But you know what? It's kind of going back to the situation that I was saying before. He was offended because he did have to do something for the one woman in his life. The only thing I said to him was, I don't know your situation.
Because you didn't bring it up.
Because
right?
I don't know that all that you're telling me after the fact, and then you're accusing me.
Then it sounds like an excuse.
You're accusing me of not being sensitive.
So first, when I come in, when people used to talk to me, I said, listen, I'm letting you know, I got like at least 9 young ladies who love me to death, who's going to call me, who I go out on dates on.
Right.
And it's only because they look at me like their father. So when I go out with them and you see me out with them, they are beautiful women. Don't be like, oh, who is this? Because you would get cut the fuck up.
I can't stand when guys say that part.
Hold on, why I say get cut the fuck up meaning?
Because I cut back.
No, you might cut back, but I'm talking about if
I do more than cut.
But did you hear what I said? I said I tell you about them first.
Right.
So if I tell you about them first, so I had a woman who came up to me. I was with who I call my daughter's niece. At the time she was like 33, and so she's like, "Excuse me, Mr. Dixon, how you doing?" I said, "I'm doing fine." Who is this young lady? I said, if you give me some time, I'll introduce. She said, oh no, I'm his daughter. It's good. You know what I mean? And she's like, oh, okay. I said, so what you was about to say?
But like I said,
See,
the
I'm a little
gentleman
different.
I met at the concert, I appreciated the fact that
He said he had.
He was
said
there
he had
for
5 nieces there,
Yeah.
and it's something that I don't experience that type of male protection, and I speak of that often. I got something on my story right now where it's a certain amount of softness and expectation. Like if I was the type of chick that guys brought meals for and took care of, I probably would have took the guys money. But I'm more so raised I can do it myself. I didn't ask anybody to do anything for me.
Right.
So when I have to be prepared when dealing with a guy who have all these other female relationships that he has to coddle, but now like, and then I'm gonna let you go. I asked somebody recently that I thought cared for me what their priorities were. And his response was my children and my grandchildren. And that let me know
Where you fit in.
where I fit in. And I said, from here on out, that's something that I want to know on the first date or when I meet someone new. What are, that's something that a man should be telling you in the beginning, because if you can't even say you have room for somebody new, when I'm asking where your priorities are, and this was somebody I've known for 3 years, and I still wasn't a priority when I just asked on
On the fly. Mm-hmm.
just to catch them off guard. And I wasn't a priority.
Mm-hmm.
And when I said I got my answer, and they're like, no, I didn't mean it like that. No, because if you ask me, I'm going to say King, my mom, my dad, and my brother.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else in my family could be offended.
Yeah.
But those are my top 3.
But those people in your family should understand why you said it.
I mean, but those will be my top 3 on the fly.
All right.
You know, but Jay, go.
I love when I meet a man, and again, just the conversations that I have with you day one is, I've been told this forever. It's totally different than what they have with most women. They like the questions you ask. Women, I don't have, I've never been asked this. That's because I don't have time to waste. My time is very valuable. And because my time is very valuable, I need to understand if your time is valuable as well. So I need to know A, B, C, D. We can't even go out on a date without me knowing A, B, C, D. Mm-hmm. The man that I'm with now immediately told me, hey, I have A, B, C, D, and this is what I do. He takes his nieces out on dates. Mm-hmm. I've never met a man that took his nieces out on dates. So that was new to me. But he let me know up front, hey, I have this amount of time to give you, because the rest of my time is for this, this, and this.
Right.
And I said, boom, good. Because I really ain't got that much time. So, you know what I'm saying? So we cool. We both ain't looking for nothing. We good. I need to know. I ask very hard and upfront questions before you can actually even get my number. We need to have a conversation, because my time is limited,
right?
And I don't, and it's precious, and I don't have time to waste it for nobody. So I definitely ask those hard questions in the beginning, and then I would know where to go from there. But someone who's chasing me for 5 years, who canceled me.
I didn't say chasing.
Well,
I want to be
who's
clear.
Who's trying to
just compliment? The one thing I would say,
intrigue me for 5 years.
The compliments and everything. Nothing ever went beyond. You look beautiful today.
Okay.
How you doing? This, that, and the other. I just thought that it was a really long time to compliment somebody in their DM, and then
it is.
And then
it's too long.
Not to take them out,
it's
but it's all good.
Yeah,
I mean,
here's the thing. I'll be very honest with you. Most women, it's men and women both complain. Both of them is accountable for asking the right question.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
Most men would never ask the right questions because of certain things men can't stomach. A woman can stomach more things emotionally than a man can.
Right.
So, before we leave. No. Before we leave.
Go ahead, come up again.
I just watched. Do y'all know who Charleston White is?
No. Yeah.
Okay. I just heard him say something, and I meant to say it yesterday, so I got to ask today. Do you believe that if a woman really loves you, she will do something knowing that it's going to hurt her for the sake of you?
I don't think no one is going to do that.
Thank you.
Unless life is to be lost.
Okay.
That's all I would say.
What you say?
Things.
I don't even know what that means. You have to be more specific. So guys don't like to talk to me.
They do. Quit saying that.
I
stuff.
do, because I don't understand the question. Would I do something to hurt me for the sake of you?
Yes.
In what way?
That's when you know.
I mean, it's so many different ways.
In what way would you do it? In what way would you do it?
Would I do something to hurt me for the sake of you? I often think if I was married and my husband made a mistake and had a child outside of marriage and he needed me to support him, after a while, would I help him raise that child? Mm-hmm. There's a great possibility that I would. and it would hurt every day. But I would not take it out on that child.
Sally as I believe that. I really believe.
So you would do something to hurt you.
Yes, she would take that pain.
Yeah,
and that would hurt.
That's what he means.
Yeah.
Would you do something more? He said that's how you know a woman loves you.
Right.
I love a lot of people, but like I know how much my brother loves me. He would never have me take a charge on his behalf.
Or would you take it for your son?
No.
So
The eyes got big, y'all. I can't do my eyes like that.
Criminal. I ain't raised no jailbird.
Well, he did.
The thing,
Natalie, that's what he said. Women do it and men don't, and I disagree with that. I don't think it's a man or woman thing. I just think it's a human thing.
No, I definitely think it's a man or woman thing if you look at the ratio.
Oh, okay.
The simple fact that a man cannot stomach certain shit. I mean, a man just cannot. No,
right. A lot of men would not stick with a woman who had a baby out of wedlock.
Go get that nigga. That's what we're thinking. Now,
you are right. Wait a minute. I do know some men that have, but I know more men that haven't.
A woman know how to do things emotionally. A woman will realize the trauma that the child is going to go through dealing with.
It will probably be her idea to go get the kid or to make the relationship work, because he'll be thinking that he doesn't want to hurt her anymore. Right. So he's going to keep the situation separate. And it would be her idea, like, look, we need to go get this baby.
I'm about to tell you something.
And I know a couple who did that.
I never told
she had him go get the baby.
Do it publicly. I was going through life. As I was growing up, to prove to myself that I was worthy of everything that I deserve.
Okay.
It wasn't until it happened the day before, but it wasn't until the day I seen it. It happened in the movie again. If you saw the movie Creed, Rocky said, "You don't have to do this. You don't have to do this. I'm gonna throw in." He said, "Don't throw in that towel." He said, "I got something to prove." He said, "To who? To who?" He was like, to myself.
To myself.
I don't want to believe that I'm a mistake.
Right.
So, my mother had a child with a married man. Now, by my mother having a child by a married man, I started understanding as I grew. I understand the steps that was taken. Like my father told my family, don't touch my child. The only person could discipline me was his wife. You feel me? Now, and don't get me, she loved me too.
Right.
Because I was his child. She was there when I was born. My mother, he moved me and my mother on Tracy Street. There was 3.5 blocks from him on Ardmore. I stayed on Ardmore and Puritan. They stayed on Puritan. Tracy and Puritan. They stayed on Ardmore and Puritan. Me not thinking, I'm thinking, oh, my daddy fucked up, blah, blah, blah. So all this time in my life, the reason why I was accomplishing and going for the custom and shit was to prove to myself that I was better than him, my mother, and people that was in my family. So I never put it all together until about 2 years ago. Then I watched Creed and it's right there in my face again. So when you going for something, again, going back into how men treat women, and I don't look at the men and women going against each other, but I see why they are always fighting each other. I do see why Lake might say she don't see, men don't want to talk to her, but I can say they don't want to talk to you because you have intellectual conversations. You work at a fucking museum, da-da-da-da-da, but that's no reason why they shouldn't. Not maybe, but these niggas wear white tees and they 35 years old outside in the...
I ain't talking to nobody 35. I'm trying to find somebody 55, 48,
and look, but even
67.
Yeah.
I mean, like...
Hold on. But
35.
But my point...
The 67 through
my
me.
first aborted child should have been 35. Like, that's too young.
That's too sad.
Too much.
But too much information.
30.
But my whole thing is though... Thank you. You helping me write the script. Anyway, so those are the things I'm talking about being a man. Most women don't know what a man looks like. They just know what they think they should feel like.
And you don't think it's the same for the men?
No.
That most,
Hell, no.
You
know
think
what?
you think a man knows a woman when he sees her?
Yes.
Okay.
But I will say this. I don't.
I don't either.
But I will say this, and I
You ain't asking the right question.
We're operating a lot. I, speaking for myself, operate a lot through feelings. So when
we could talk off air about this with you, but
when you say a woman, I do know what a real man feels like.
I know that's what they.
I mean, but they
don't know what they look like.
No, I may not be able to.
I was about to say, but what they look like,
I may not be able to identify them in a lineup because it takes time. I don't judge any book by its cover, and I'm a reader.
So question.
So I don't know what's inside until I get to the last and final chapter.
You just know the definition of that book. But here's what I'm saying. If you're looking for someone with intellect, what would you look for him at?
I don't even know where
the library.
No,
hold on,
because I've been in the library. Ain't nobody in there.
Hold on.
I go to the library. I gotta y'all want to see my library card?
Yes, you go to the library and you don't see. Listen to what you say.
Ain't no man in there.
No, you don't see nobody that fit what you like.
It ain't no man in there.
There are men in there.
It's not.
I used to go to the library.
It's a bunch of sissies.
Wait a minute. No. He could be a male that's feminine acting. Because
I'm just joking. It's not.
I don't want no feminine acting man.
A lot of men are reading their books at home. They're just not going to the library.
All I'm saying is, hold on.
Now I'm with Miles. That's not true. A lot of men do go to the library.
So and so just so y'all know, anybody listen, I never needed validation, so I'm just letting you know this. Hold on, and real quick, I'm about to put it like this.
I take the Miles saying truth back.
Take it back.
Motherfucker.
Take it back. So another thing, where do men eat at? You have to listen. A man who's intellectual, he knows what he wants.
I know where he eats.
Listen.
I said where.
Where I ain't saying.
And this is something.
I still got the word. It's still funny.
And not trying to be funny, but men love their Asian and sushi.
Hold on.
Listen.
Yeah, I mean,
hold on, wait a minute. And you get to the point where I'm getting to.
What I was going to.
We about to go off air.
You
Go
asked
ahead.
me a question. You said, where do men eat at? I was going to say Benihana's bar, Inyo's bar, Eva's bar. Those are all.
I got you.
And every time I've been into those three restaurants, there has been a man at the bar eating by himself.
So you prove my. Hey, you about to prove my point. Men who understands culture, when reading, they learn culture. They learn what culture brings. Now, what a man drink is important, which tells a lot about him. When women smoke cigars, it intrigues me not because of smoke, because I don't. When women smoke cigars, it intrigues me because she has to know what type of cigar she likes. She know what size fits her. She has to know her lighter, all that stuff. So there's things that goes into learning this thing. So that intrigues me. So same thing for a female. I understand the attraction females have for men at cigar bars. Because a man has to say, a man who goes for the biggest cigar is just looking for the biggest attention. I mean, I've learned this just by observation, but it makes sense to me. I'm not going to get involved with a female who cannot have a conversation without saying, bitch, nigga, none of these things, and I'll be going to be attracted to it. Unless it's just going to be sexual.
Right.
Now, if I'm attracted to because you got nice lips, I heard you got some good head or whatever. Yeah. But I'm not going to do that because our conversation you have to feed me. The best way to feed Miles Dixon is through your words.
I love that for you.
We got to get out of here.
Real quick before we go, and I got about 5 minutes because I said so.
Are we talking about Lighting Up Livernois?
We got things.
Oh, yeah, Light Up Livernois. We're going to be live at Light Up Livernois July 11th.
Oh, so that is this Saturday.
Yes.
So this Saturday, I have something to do. And have that on the list. And you guys, it's going to be from 11 to 4. So come on out, hang out with us. Remember, we got free things going in under D. It is summertime. So tonight we have Alexander Zonic, Smooth Summer Jazz Night, free concerts in Westland. every Tuesday this month from 6:30 to 8:30, and tonight is the first one.
In Westland?
In Westland at the Tatan Park. Tatan Park.
Tatton Park. Go ahead.
Oh, is it Tatton Park?
Yes.
Tatan.
And he up here doing like this, and you thinking you saying it right, and I'm like, no, you know she ain't saying that right.
I've never been out there before. But also remember, Tai Chi is going on at Palmer Park at 7 p.m. Rolling on
Today?
the River. Yep, that is tonight.
Damn it.
Rolling on the River is also going on at Atwater Park tonight. On Wednesday, we have Yin Nights at the Spirit Plaza. We also have Palmer Park's Community Market. Thursday, every other Thursday, is the Congregation House Night. This is the other Thursday, July 9th.
Right.
And it's also going to be July 23rd. We also have the last Drinks by Design with Design Core. That is a free event. If you go to designcore.org, you can get your tickets still. Friday, we have Honest John's Movie Nights, which is really cool. Dancing with the D is going on starting at 5 p.m. We also have movies at not at Beacon Park, but at Campus Marshes on Friday as well. Saturday mornings, free chair yoga at the community center at Palmer Park. That's at 5:15. If you want to do regular yoga, that starts at 9 a.m. Sunday, every Sunday, we have House Sundays down at the DeQuinder Cut. They be dancing, y'all. You should too, but I just got wind of something a little grown and classy. I'm going to be attending this Sunday. It is Sundance Sundays at the top of the Caprera Hotel from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. So I will be there on the rooftop this Sunday. And remember, Mondays are always Mindful Mondays at Gabriel Richard Park. They also are going to be starting movie nights in a couple of weeks at Riverfront Parks. I will have that information. But this is a lot. I have things in my mental Rolodex for you guys. Make sure we got 2 months left before these schools. What are they called?
Schools.
These schools kids. Before these damn old kids get back to school.
Yeah.
So make sure that you leave them at home and you get out and enjoy yourselves.
All right, then, y'all. Thank y'all for joining us today.
Cooley is this weekend too. They reunion.
Watch the movie They Will Kill You.
What up, though, Nadella?
I like having
They will kill. Watch the movies. What?
They will kill you.
They Will Kill You. I'm about to give y'all movie suggestions. I'm a movie head. So this week is They Will Kill You.
Who is that? I mean, who's in that?
The chick that played Domino.
Okay, so
do you know who Domino is?
No.
From Deadpool.
Okay, okay,
I don't know people's real names.
It's a white lady, so
no, she's black. Domino is a superhero.
I know Deadpool, but I don't know her actual name.
Her superpower was luck.
Yeah.
Domino never died. She also played in Harder They Fall.
Oh,
I didn't see that.
The girl, get that hand in his Bible.
Yeah.
Get that hand in his rifle. Big Afro, black girl like that.
Yeah,
she was.
I know who she is. I just don't know her name.
I don't know her name. So listen, I would say this: Lay got great movie suggestions. I watched The Furious. It was fucking awesome, incredible.
Hey, listen, Nathan told me to watch something that the words and stuff didn't match up.
He couldn't scream. He couldn't scream or nothing, but he did a great job. The karate mute. It was dope.
Just say okay.
Anyway, all right, y'all. See y'all tomorrow, next week. Peace.
Peace out, y'all.
Hi, I'm Sherry.
What up, though? I'm Stephanie. Hey, y'all. I'm April, creative director and curator for our Hotter Than July exhibit celebrating Detroit summer nostalgia. Join us on Saturday, July 11th from 6 until 11. See you there.
Monday through Friday, great conversation, guest appearances, 'cause you